bigdsweb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
To OHHA. Welcome back to OHHA coverage of harness racing here from the Auglaize County Fair. First of two nights at Wapakoneta.
We are back on YouTube, so those of you who were wondering about that, we are back on YouTube. And
Susan and I really worked hard on the break for
that. We did. We were turning dials and pulling cords.
Chris says, hey, we're back up. We're like, hey, great.
Yeah. Well, welcome, everybody, to the program. Mark Bevelheimer watching us tonight. He was on the air with us last night. Mark's a guy from Bowling Green that's just got all sorts of history there at Bowling Green, so we really enjoyed having him on to talk. We've got Derek from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Team Winchester Bay watching from Paris, France. Cincinnati.
I bet you Tulsa's a little warmer than it is here.
Think so? I don't know. It is warm here. But we just did catch a little bit of a breeze, so that was really, really nice.
Big to do in harness racing this weekend. Next Thursday we'll start the Ohio State Fair Stakes. I saw they drew for Thursday's racing 24 fillies and a 2-year-old filly trot and 24 colts and a 2-year-old colt trot. So 6 divisions of the Ohio State Fair races on Thursday. Did not see Friday's draw yet.
Nope, I haven't either. And they continue Friday and Saturday, so big weekend. Also, big weekend there if you're just coming out to enjoy it. We've got extra things for you to enjoy there at Scioto Downs. On Friday and Saturday night, we're going to have horseshoe decorating. So you're going to come and pick up a horseshoe from a real racehorse. We're not giving you any brand new shoes or anything. These are worn shoes that probably was on a 52 horse at least.
Yes.
You can decorate them right there. A millionaire, yep.
A millionaire.
You can decorate them right there. And on Saturday night, we'll have that horseshoe decorating again. And TV and tickets giveaway. So you can come and you can get a chance to win a huge TV. And they are really, really big. They're in Kim's office right now, and you can barely walk in there because they're big TVs.
She made a house inside the. She just put the TVs in the.
Yep.
So she's covered up.
She's covered up. You cannot barely get in there.
You got to love the legality of it all. I see you're giving away tickets to a local college football game.
Yes.
Because you can't say.
We can't say that. Don't say that.
Ohio ain't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. We can't say that. So yeah, you're getting.
So would they be disappointed if they got Otterbein versus Capitol tickets?
I wouldn't think so. Tickets are tickets,
exactly.
Right? But you get, yes, you get those tickets, the TV, and a month's worth. I think it's a Roku and an RTN subscription, so you can watch races. But you can't watch them until we're done.
Till you're
I'm
done.
just kidding.
Oh.
You have to watch us
first,
absolutely. And then you can watch RTN.
I have RTN. I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
I think
in the daytime, you can watch from Italy.
Yeah.
You can, at night you can watch from Australia. It's,
yeah, it can be addicting.
Bouncing around.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's going to be a big night, and we're going to have a Governor's Cup trophy there from 1931. It's worth the trip just to see that in itself because it's like 2 feet tall. It's very ornate. It's just beautiful.
And that was a recent acquisition from the OHHA.
Yep, we are. And we happened to find the newspaper article of fellow Mr. Lepley found that newspaper article from 1931, so we know who won it, how fast he went. Had to go 3 heats to get it. So we've got a copy of that there, so you stop out and see that.
Well, Roger announced it, right? I'm picking on Roger.
Oh, that was, but going to be some neat stuff. So we hope
Good.
that you all will be able to come out to Scioto on at least for Saturday for sure, because that's when they're going to be great.
And on a national level, a little race called the Hambletonian is going to be Saturday.
Yep.
The 100th edition. I heard someone say the 100th running, and I said, God, you don't want runners in the Hambletonian. No. It'll be a long day for some owners.
Yeah.
We'll send it over to Doug Ballinger for a post parade for race number 2.
Total purse of $15,345. This division for $5,115. Mike Richardson Jr. to drive the 1. Andre Nard will drive the 2. Katie's on fire. These are the horses for the 2nd, sponsored by Schneider's Market. View to 5, beginning with the 1. Jen on the Rocks. Mike Richardson Jr. drives. Number 2, Katie's on fire with Andre Nard. 3, Legendary Notice, Jeff Neisanger driving. Number 4, Magical Evening with Kevin Snyder. 5, She's So Fast. Hank Levan in the sulky. View to 5 for the 2nd. Win Place Show. Exacta, Trifecta, Quinella Wagering. They'll go to the gate in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes to post for the 2nd.
Number 1 is Jen on the Rocks. Mike Polhamus trains this for breeder Sharon K. Fisher and Becky Yuhu from Circleville in Worthington, Ohio. This one will be driven by Mike Richardson Jr. Has no charted lines for this Pet Rock filly. Was a $9,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic. First charted line here this evening.
Katie's on fire and Andre Nard from the 2-hole for trainer Todd Luther. Owner is his brother, Greg Luther Racing. A Catch the Fire filly out of a Real Artist mare. This filly was purchased for $16,000 at the Heartland sale, which is a sale up in Minnesota, bred by some people in Wisconsin. Last start, this filly was in the Buckeye Stallion Series and finished 3rd. Paced her mile in 57-2. Came home in 28-3.
Number 3 is Legendary Notice. Jeff Neisanger will drive for Mark Winters, who trains this one for Thomas Ramdimaski. And this one is 5 for 5 in the money this year. Is coming off a 3rd place finish at Washington Courthouse, timed in 2:03.
Magical Evening. Kevin Snyder drives for trainer Kimberly Daly. Jerry Zozal and Kim Daly own this Summa Cum Laude filly out of a Genesis Beach Boy mare, Autumn Magic. Just 3 starts on the year. Has been racing at Scioto and then had tried the fair at Marysville and finished 3rd there. But her very first outing of the year was a qualifier at Scioto Downs, 58-3.
And number 5, She's So Fast. Hank Levan will train and drive this one for Winchester Bay Acres, who is also the breeders. This is a Me So Fast filly out of the Real Desire Male Elodie. And this one is like an ATM. 8 starts, 8 times with a check. Has 5 second place finishes in 8 seasonal starts. Looking for that maiden breaking victory tonight.
She's So Fast does seem to like finishing 2nd. More than half of her starts, she's been 2nd.
There's a horse in here later tonight, Annie L, that I think was 10 times second last year.
Wow.
But if you think about it, that's 5 wins because you get 25.
Exactly. Exactly.
Think of it that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Looking at the lines for number 4, Magical Evening, there's letters in there you don't want. The I's, the IP's, and the BE's. Broken equipment inside the pylon and interfered with. So looking for a clean drive tonight for Mr. Snyder.
3 divisions of the 2-year-old filly Pacers tonight. It's it's funny because you go to some fairs and it's still like there's 3 or 4 divisions, but then others there's only 1 and maybe 2. So it is slowing down a little bit in the number of horses, I believe.
Number 2, Katie's on Fire, has been in the Buckeye Stallion Series and finished 5th and 3rd in the 2 legs this year, and is our betting choice at 3 to 5. We'll send it to Doug Ballinger for the call.
Yeah. The Off and pacing for the lead. That's Katie's on Fire going right out to the front. She's so fast to the outside second. Legendary Notice comes out in third. Racing fourth. Magical Evening. Nearly Trader. Jen on the Rocks is ahead up the backside. Going on over to the opening quarter. Andre Nard. Katie's on Fire have the lead, and backing off the two-hole trip will be She's So Fast and Hank Levan. Legendary Notice and Nice Songer third. Racing fourth. Magical Evening with Kevin Snyder, and trailing the field Jen on the Rocks with Mike Richardson Jr. Straight alignment by the opening quarter. Andre Nard and Katie's on Fire. 2-year-old Bay Phillip at Catch the Fire has a length lead over She's So Fast. Third, Legendary Notice racing fourth. Magical Evening and Jen on the Rocks trails the field. 30 and a fifth for the opening quarter. Field of Pacers straight alignment as they pass the stand for the first time and come to the halfway point. Katie's on Fire has the lead, has it by a length. She's So Fast is second. Racing next in third. Legendary Notice. Magical Evening is fourth and trailing the field. Jen on the Rocks, they're halfway home. Katie's on Fire with the lead. She's So Fast right there second. Legendary Notice is third. Racing fourth. Magical Evening halfway home in 102 and trailing the field. That's Jen on the Rocks. On to the 5/8 they go. Guiding the fillies to the three-quarter mark is Katie's on Fire. Nose to helmet down the backside. She's So Fast getting that two-hole trip. Legendary Notice is third. Magical Evening is fourth, and Jen on the Rocks can see them all at the three-quarter mark. Still Katie's on Fire, opening up by 2 3/4. She's So Fast second. Legendary Notice is third. Magical Evening is fourth, and trailing the field. Jen on the Rocks up 3/4 and 133 and a fifth. They circle the far turn and tightening in. She's So Fast, she'll tip to the outside. They're off the turn, they're on their way home, and diving to the inside. She's So Fast. Katie's on Fire to the outside. Coming to the line, Katie's on Fire. Andre Nard to take the first division of the 2-year-old filly pace. She's So Fast second, home third. Legendary Notice. Mile 2:02. Final half in 1 minute.
Your winner is number 2, Katie's on Fire. Andre Nard picks up the drive for Todd Luther and Greg Luther Racing. Third win in 7 seasonal starts. Had a lifetime mark of 2 minutes at Wilmington. Comes back today, 2:02. Last half in 1 minute. Last quarter in 28 and 4. For your winner, the Catch the Fire filly.
And She's So Fast adds to her second.
Unofficially 2-5-3. First to 2, Katie's on Fire. Second to 5, She's So Fast. Third to 3, Legendary Notice. 2-5-3 is unofficial.
Had Mary Ann making a comment about she saw Touareg Sealster racing in Canada. Remember, Touareg Sealster was such a monster on the fair circuit on those Signature Series races.
Last time I looked was racing at Hanover.
Yep, that's what she said. He won his last start at Hanover. So
You ever been up to the B tracks in Ontario?
I have not.
I did the Woodstock to Dresden double. Woodstock on Saturday, Dresden on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
I've been to Clinton for their Legends
Day.
If you ever get a chance, that should be on everyone's bucket list.
Really?
The Legends Day. I saw John Campbell's last drive.
Oh.
So you have Bill O'Donnell driving, Ron Waples and Mike
Wow.
LaChance, and it was a neat experience.
Back in
neat.
front of the stands, your winner of the second race, the first division of the Ohio Colt Racing Association. 2-year-old filly pace, this division for $5,115. Sponsored by Snyder's Market. Number 2, Katie's on Fire. Teal Bay Phillip Catch the Fire out of the Real Artist mare. Real Lady Katie, her third of the season. Greg Luther Racing, Black Lake, Ohio. Todd Luther trains Andre Nard in the Sonky. Pacing to mile 2:02, final half in 1 minute. It's sponsored by Snyder's Market. Haley Mertz, Queen, and Nora McElhinney. First runner-up, Auglaize County, Ohio, Horseman Council.
You asked how warm it was in Tulsa. It is 100
Results
degrees
are
there.
official.
They can
Number
have
1,
it.
Jen on the Rocks, 5. Number 2, Katie's on Fire, the winner. 3, Legendary Notice, 3. Number 4, Magical Evening for 5, She's So Fast 2. The mile 2:02. Fractional times 30 and a fifth, 1:02, 1:33 and 1. Rechecking 5:13.42 on the bottom. Third race is up next. A field of 5. Number 5, Madam L. Make the driver Harrison Levan. Harrison Levan, the 5, Madam L. Win place show. Exacted. Quinella. Trifecta on the third. Those windows are open. SLF Time Prize.
We'll come back, talk about race 3, the first division of the 3-year-old filly Trot, and Susan will have a special guest, so we'll come back after these messages.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
This September, the thrill returns to Delaware, Ohio. It's the Little Brown Jug. World-class harness racing, heart-pounding action, and unforgettable fun. Join the tradition. Feel the roar. Be a part of history. We have several hospitality and ticket options, including the new Jug Social Club. Please visit littlebrownjug.com or call 1-800-DEL-FAIR. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are crowned.
Hey, welcome back to Wapakoneta. We are joined here in our air-conditioned studio with Randy Haynes from Cool Winds Farm, one of the premier farms in Ohio. I imagine you're done. You're just probably coming now that where you're going to be yearling prepping.
Correct. Yeah, we're done with the breeding season, foaling season, that sort of thing, Susan, and now it's yearling season. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to stop by tonight. We have a really new, exciting program in Ohio called the Buckeye Owners Bonus, and what that entails, the mares that are eligible for the Buckeye Breeders Awards, the High Breeders Awards, are eligible for this Buckeye Bonus. We call it Bob for short. And what happens when you buy one of these yearlings in the fall sale or a homebred, the ones that are eligible have been there for 187 days, which makes them eligible for the Breeders' Awards. Any 2-year-old or any yearling bought this fall that is Bob eligible, you will get a bonus at the end of their 2-year-old year as well as the end of their 3-year-old year. So we're really excited about a new opportunity here in Ohio and something to showcase our Buckeye breds. And also, you know, every time I go to the state legislature and the Farm Bureau, we're talking about green space and what we're doing for agriculture and that sort of thing, and I think it's just another step in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we come out with the Breeders' Awards a few years back, and that really helped the breeders recoup something back for them. But this time you're going to reward those people that are buying them from you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this was something kind of Steve Basin and a few of us on the breeders committee for the OHHA came up with last fall, and you know, and I won't say shoved it through. We did a lot of time thinking about it, but you know, it was just really a no-brainer. A great thing. We had the money, and why not reward those that have helped us and buy these Buckeye breds? Yeah,
absolutely. And if you have questions about that when you go to the sale, Usually OHHA has a booth there set up. You can always come and talk to us there or call the office, email us, however you want to find out a little bit more. Make sure, and those horses will be designated in the sales catalogs. I've already seen it. There's a little Bob emblem or a little Bob logo that's going to be at the top of that page.
Correct. And most sales done that. I think the highest selected sale, because they also do Kentucky, it'll say at the top of the page Ohio and Buckeye Owners Bonus eligible. But it's up there. They're going to have a catalog page that explains it. And again, like Susan said, if you don't know exactly what it is, certainly ask the OHHA or any board member. We can certainly explain it to you.
Yeah, and it's a big bonus. Now this is on the yearlings of 25, so they will race in 26. So in the end of 26, beginning of 27 is when you'll first get that payment.
Yeah, and of course we had an OHHA meeting last week, and I told Susan, I said, well, yeah, they'll mail them out in January of 2027. She kind of chuckled a little bit. We know how the breeders, it takes a little bit of bookwork to get all these mares figured out and all the racing you can imagine. Actually, I couldn't imagine. Susan does a great job. But those checks will be mailed out sometime late winter, early spring of 2027. So
yeah.
Another exciting thing. Of course, the yearling season is up on us. The first one, the end of August, the blooded sale, our premier Ohio sale. The highest selected sale is September the 12th at the Pickaway Ag Center. And, of course, there's quite a few Lexington. There's quite a few Ohio breds at Lexington and at Harrisburg.
Yeah, it's amazing how you've kind of gone out those that can go into Lexington sale. That's pretty prestigious to be in that Lexington sale.
Yeah, for sure. And, and I've got a pretty good consignment for Harrisburg this year. And I've got, I think of the 37 I've got, there's 10 or 11 of them that are Ohio breds. And some of those are also Buckeye Owners Bonus. They're Bob eligible. So, if you can't get one at the highest sale, certainly there's other opportunities. We want you to buy one at the highest sale. Like I said, that is our premier Ohio sale, and we sure do appreciate it.
Yeah, and those are great sales. And as I said before, you'll see it in the catalog. Somehow you will see that those horses are designated, and certainly come and talk to us about it if you don't understand. But the biggest thing is just buy.
Buy.
Just buy a bunch. Randy is also vice president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, so does a lot of work behind the scenes. I'm amazed at how much time you guys give to the association.
Well,
yeah, we'll do the
Jason
post break.
Beatty. Number 3, Caliel, driven by Hank Levan.
I think I can barely.
4, Strike a Pose, Emmanuel Miller drives. Here's a 2, Just a Classic, Ed Greeno Jr. And rounding out the field, number 5, Madam L, Harrison Levan in the sulky. Horse to take one score and go to the gate. Win, play, show. Trifecta, exacta, Quinella wagering. They'll be at the gate in 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Stress is that you don't have to buy a horse. This can be your homebred.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if they're you bought at a sale or they're homebreds. If they are eligible for the Higher Breeders Awards, they're also eligible for the Buckeye Bonus. So those in home breeders or even like Susan and I talked, the ones that are selling them, if the thing's bringing maybe a couple dollars less than you think it should, it's also eligible for your Buckeye Owners Bonus. Maybe you think about just keeping it or it's eligible to all of them. I think there should be close to 800.
Yes,
eligible.
800 and some yearlings that are eligible right now, and that's hopefully no more. Those are for all the registered horses. Hopefully nobody will be registering after this.
There always could be a couple more, but usually not.
Yeah.
They should have them registered pretty close by now, and certainly anything that's in any sale will be registered.
Yeah. So it's as you said, an exciting program. I mean, it was so exciting when you guys brought out the Breeders' Awards. That was such a big deal. And now this is just like icing on the cake.
A step in the right direction, for sure.
Yeah.
And Susan was mentioned, I'm the vice president, and it is a lot of time. And I certainly, the harness racing has done so much for me and my wife with the farm, and we are certainly grateful. And I'm glad that I have the opportunity that I can give back. I got great help. Because I do spend a lot of time on the road or video conference calls and that sort of thing. We needed to have a new hires this year, and I didn't realize.
Post time in 1 minute.
He's
1 minute.
Head of personnel.
Head of personnel, yeah.
We've got a great group of employees, and we sure do appreciate all their hard work and their dedication to the association.
We have got some wonderful new employees that just. I told Kim yesterday, I went back and I was talking to the 2 new guys that we hired, Stephen Taylor and Wes Mayberry, and I came back and I said, I love those guys. They're so enthusiastic and thinking of new things to do. So it's really fun to have some new people in.
For sure, because Susan and I are getting a little older in the tooth. So, when you get some new people in, it sure is a kind of a nice, refreshing, the young folks that are excited about harness racing. It's a great time.
Yeah, it really is. And we've got, Sam Mayhew is our intern this summer. And, of course, we got Ashley Daly. She falls in that young group. So it's things are looking really well for the future, I think.
I just talked to him a little bit last week, and of course I'd interviewed a lot of them on Zoom, but I hadn't met him in person, and so I had a chance. And then Sam and Ashley, to me they just act like little Energizer bunnies. I'm thinking I'm tired and just listen to you talk. So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. We're going to come out with a new program for kids. That'll happen this next weekend at the State Fair at Scioto, so it's just exciting things.
Exciting things in harness racing in Ohio, for sure.
Absolutely. So it looks like the horses are headed to the gate. Just a couple of mentions in this race. The 6-horse, Strike Oppose, is sitting 6th right now in the Ohio Fair Championship points. And Madam L, the 5-horse, changed the driver to Harrison Levan. The horses are headed to the Webkenberg starting gate. A nice breeze has appeared again, so it makes it really very comfortable up here. They do a great job. I walked over the area, and there's quite a few people sticking close to the betting windows, too, so that's always a good thing. Okay, let's turn it over to Doug Ballinger, the first of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly Trot.
Line it up and move them in. John Ingram has them all lined up and ready for a start, and here they come. And they're off. Going right out for the lead is Just a Classic. To the outside is Strike Oppose between horses as they move into the turn. Caliel. Around the turn, coming out in 4th is Madam L, and SLF Time of Prize is the traitor as they head up the backside going to the opening quarter. Down the backside they go, and up on the outside, Manny Miller, Strike Oppose to the front end. Just a Classic is next, Caliel 3rd. Racing 4th is Madam L. 5th and last is SLF Time of Prize. Straight alignment by the opening quarter. With the lead, Strike Oppose, 3-year-old Bay Filly by Muscle Up. Takes the field of trotters by the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. Getting the 2-hole trip, Just a Classic. Racing 3rd is Caliel. Racing 4th, Madam L, and SLF Time of Prize. Way back, trails the field 5th. Straight alignment as they race by the 3/8 mark. They pass the stand for the first time. Strike Oppose, Manny Miller. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Muscle Up. Looking for 4th of the season. Shows the way. Just a Classic right there. 2nd, Caliel 3rd. Madam L 4th. SLF Time of Prize trails the field. They're halfway home, midway into the turn to the 5/8 they trot. Strike Oppose has the filly trotters halfway home in 1 minute and 2/5. Down the backside for the final time. Here comes Caliel. Hank Levan from 3rd, now 2nd and moving forward. Down the backside they go. The leader, Strike Oppose. Caliel draws up alongside. They match strides as they race to the 3/4. Just a Classic is now 3rd. Madam L 4th, trailing the field. SLF Time of Prize. The battle's on the front end. With the lead is Strike Oppose. Caliel 3rd. 3/4, 1:31 and 2. They circle the far turn. It's 3 parts of a length for Strike Oppose. Racing on the outside. Caliel moving to the outside. Madam L. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Emmanuel Miller and Strike Oppose coming to the line. It's Strike Oppose to take the first division of the 3-year-old filly Trot. Home 2nd, Caliel. Madam L home 3rd. Just a Classic will finish 4th. 2:01, 3/5.
2:01 and 3 for your winner, Strike Oppose. Unofficial 4-3-5. 2:01 and 3 for your winner. Driven by Emmanuel Miller. Trained by co-owner Rory Moore and Susan Sanderstrom, who are also the breeders. 4 wins in 6 seasonal starts. Was 2nd last time out after a break at Marysville and finished 5th after a break at Wilmington, 3 back. So mine's Minds her manners, and she
Yep.
does well.
Nice to get a nice flat mile.
This racing was in memory of Ted Hassis. Ted died last year at the age of 86. He was a trainer driver for 60 years.
Oh,
but
wow.
more importantly, he was a teacher at the Continental and St. Mary's school districts.
Oh.
So
I see a lot of people down in the winner's circle. That's probably his family. I just got a note from Mark Reinhardt that said, I need to go down and pull the tote board to the left. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
well,
I agree with you, though. It is kind of off a little bit. Hard for Chris to get a picture of it.
either get the finish line or the tote board.
Yeah.
Just get a chainsaw, remove that pole, we'll be fine.
Pole's leaning a lot,
Yeah.
so it may not just lean on it a little bit. Back in front of your stands, the winner of the third race, number 4, Strike Oppose.
Here's your winner, the third race, the First Division Ohio Colt Racing Association. 3-year-old filly Trot for $6,553. Blanket in memory of Auglaize County horseman Ted Hases. Number 4, Strike Oppose. She's a 3-year-old bay filly, but muscle up the goal out of the Perfectly mare. Perfect Picture, her 4th of the season in 6 tries. Rory Moore in partnership of Susan Sandstrom of Ohio. Rory Moore trains Manny Miller in the sulky. Pacing a mile, 2:01 3/5. Here's the way they finished. Number 1, SLF Time Prize 5. 2, Just a Classic 4. The 3, Calial 2. 4, Strike Oppose. The winner 5, Madam L 3. Quarter 30 seconds. They trotted a half in a minute and 2/5. 3/4 1:31 and 2. The mile 2:01 3/5. Top down 5-4-2 1-3 on the bottom. 4th race is up next. A field of 6. Win place show. Exacta, Quinella Trifecta.
The winner's
on
like,
the
get this
4th,
blanket
off
off
gal.
me.
Yeah.
Cash through Ralph. Can she
Say,
can
is he going to go
can
all the way
well.
back to the barn with it?
That was a very delightful.
It's going to be in,
there
I was
it
going to
goes.
say it's
It's
going to be
good.
in Manny's lap any
yeah.
minute now. Oh, it's stuck. We had a question from David. Is OHHA going to broadcast the state fair races? We are not, but Jay Wolf is going to be on air for the state fair races.
I am. I'm covering it for Scioto Downs writing.
Oh, I thought you were going to be on air. I'm sorry. Darn, I was all
like,
excited
wow,
about that.
Wow, you look at me, I'm like, I am? No, I'm going to report. I'm going to
Report,
write. I'm going
okay.
to write the post-race narratives.
I see.
Okay. Yeah, I was like,
Darn.
whoa, wait a minute. Did I miss?
I thought that was
did
so
I
cool.
No, well, I have a face for radio.
So our 4th race coming up is the first of 2 divisions of the 2-year-old filly trot. We've got 6 in it.
No changes.
That's
That's
a
if
nice
you had no
thing.
changes on the bingo card, you get to mark that square.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a short break for some commercial messages.
Make summer memories this year at the Ohio County Fairs. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be live streaming every race this year, and we want you to be there. Be a part of the excitement with the 2025 Ohio County Fair Racing Passport. Stop by the OHHA broadcast location in the grandstand to pick up your passport and stamp. Get stamps at every fair you attend. Prizes will be awarded to those that attend the most racing programs. Get your passport at the first fair you attend or call the OHHA office at 614-221-3650. Harness Racing, the fastest ride at the fair.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. Pacer, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to Pacer. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back. Didn't jump the gun that time. Auglaize County Fair. Tom Pye, the traveling guy, been giving, I think the last one I heard was Xenia. Is that accurate? He did a feature on Xenia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
And
The
they
tourism
race
bits.
tomorrow.
Yep.
So that's timely. So I don't have a
real
segment,
nice.
but it's worthless knowledge from Jay. Wapakoneta was established as a trading fort, Fort Auglaize, hence Auglaize County, in 1748.
Holy man.
About a half a mile northeast of the future site of Wapakoneta. The British later took over this territory after the French ceded it following the defeat in the 7 Years' War.
The 7 Years' War.
Yes, the city was established in the 1780s as a Shawnee settlement called Wapakoneta, spelled a lot differently, which means place of white bones. Wapakoneta was officially a city in 1833 and was later named the county seat of Auglaize County in 1848. Auglaize County is the home of Neil Armstrong. We have the Moon City Trot later today. But he was the commander of the Apollo 11 mission back in 1969. I wasn't born yet.
Is that when it was 69?
Became the first person to walk on the moon. He grew up here at Wapakoneta. He went to Purdue, which probably angered a lot of the Ohio State fans around here. They have an Armstrong Air and Space Museum, was opened in 1972, so not very long after. Yeah. And his image is depicted on the Ohio quarter. So if you have, check your pockets, you could have an Ohio quarter in there, and you'll see Neil Armstrong there. Other famous residents include Dudley Nichols, who grew up in Wapaw. He co-wrote or wrote the screenplays for Bringing Up Baby, The Bells of St. Mary's, and The Informer, for which he won an Academy Award.
Here in Wapakoneta.
Yes. Chuck Wyatt was born in St. Mary's nearby. He was a race car driver, though. He finished 12th in the 1955 Indy 500 and was the oldest alumni ever of the Indy 500 at 93.
Oh, my gosh.
So most race car drivers don't live till their 90s.
That's right.
There you go, worthless Wapakoneta knowledge.
That was interesting. That was
So
pretty
the
cool.
purse, $14,154, $7,077. Michael Zuni insurance blanket. These are the horses. Number 1 is Town Gal, the driver, Ed Greeno Jr. Number 2, Cash to Raff. David Meyer drives. Jeff Nysonga drives the 3. Ken She Can. 4, Tango L, Hank Levan. 5, Razzleberry Delight with Charles Bolin. Number 6, Mystical Franken. Mystical Rita, Jack Franklin in the sulky. Horse to take 1 score and go to the gate. Win, place, show. Exacta try. Quinella on the 4th. 3 minutes to post, 3 minutes.
The 4th is the first of 2 divisions of the 2-year-old filly trot. Number 1 is Town Gal. Ed Greeno Jr. owns, trains, and drives this one. Has 6th start of the season, has 1 win, 1 second. That win was last time out in Sydney, a romp, a 15 3/4 lengths win in 2:07 with Ed in the bike.
Cash through Raff. David Meyer up. David also trains, and Julie Meyer and Kelly Meyer are the owners. A Muscle Through It. I have not heard of that stallion before. I don't remember saying that name. It's had just 3 starts on the year, 1 second. That was his last start out at Sydney. He finished second, trotted in 2:10 and 2.
Number 3 is She Can. Jeff Nysarn will drive this one for Mark Winters, who trains for JR Stables of Orion, Ohio. 3 wins in 5 seasonal starts. If you thought Town Gal's 15-length victory last time out was impressive, this one was a 20-length winner on July 19th at Washington Courthouse, gate to wire in 2:05.
Wow. Tango L, Hank Levan up. Hank drives for Levan Stables, R. Levan, M. Levan, and R. Warner. This is a ready for money filly. 8 starts on the year, 2 wins. Fastest of those was Bellefontaine in 2:06, And this filly is sitting 6th in the Ohio Fair Championship points right now.
Number 5 is Razzleberry Delight. Mark Winters trains. Charles Bolin will drive for Benjamin Black of Union, Ohio. 6th start of the season. Doesn't have a win, but has 2 seconds and 2 thirds. This second place last time out, Washington Courthouse chased down Can She Can, and that mile timed in 2:09.
And rounding out the field from the second tier, Mystical Rita. Kim Daly trains and owns. Jack Franklin will drive. This is just this horse's second lifetime start. Did have a race at Marysville, made a couple of breaks. So we'll see if Mr. Franklin can keep her flat.
Number 6 will race from the second tier. We score 5 wide here at Wapakoneta.
And
let's have a little fun. You guys have the past performance pages available to you. Why don't you guys send us who you think's going to win this race, and we'll call out give a shout out to the handicappers at home. It's not as fun it's not as much fun without money on it, but at least you get some bragging rights in here.
That's right.
We can name you the astute handicapper of the Wapakoneta.
Good idea. Fair. Okay, now I don't have the YouTube up. I got Facebook up, so anybody that puts it on Facebook, I'll be able to see.
Well,
I'm going to see if I can get YouTube up too.
Someone said it was Herbie Levan's birthday today.
Oh.
The patriarch of the Levan family passed away a few years ago. Herbie's birthday today.
And we were talking about the Neil Armstrong, and 2 weeks before the fair every year in Wapakoneta, they have a big town party. They shut down the whole downtown and have a big celebration. Used to come right out here to the fairgrounds, but now it is held in downtown Wapakoneta.
Shouldn't it be at night when the moon's shining? I mean, the man was made famous because of the moon, not the sun. Field of 6 behind the Wilkenberg starting gate. We'll set it over to Doug Ballinger for a call of the 4th.
8 with a trailer. All in behind the Wilkenberg starting gate. Here they come. They're off and trotting. That's Can She Can going right out to the front. Coming out in second, that's Tango L. Field of trotters into the turn, trotting to the opening 8th. Town Gal races 3rd, racing 4th. Up the backside, Razzleberry Delight. Following Razzleberry Delight is Mystical Rita. Down the backside, going to the opening quarter, and turning the field up the backside to the opening quarter is Cash Through Rap. Down the backside, they're at the opening quarter, and Nice Hunger and Can She Can leads the way by a length. Right there, second is Tango L, trotting 3rd. Is Town Gal racing next and 4th. Razzleberry Delight trotting 5th. Mystical Rita and trailing the field. That's Cash Through Rap trotting the opening quarter in 32 4/5. Straight alignment, passing the stands first time. Jeff Nice Hunger and Can She Can. 2-year-old Bay Filly, but Marseille leads the way by a length, getting the 2-hole trip. Town Gal 3rd. It's Cash Through Rap and Can She Can has the lead. Tango L, Town Gal, Razzleberry Delight, Mystical Rita, second to last, and sixth and last. Cash Through Rap, halfway home, 102 1/5. Round the turn, front to back, separated but 10 lengths. Can She Can will guide the fillies to the 3/4 mark, leading Tango L by 2 lengths. Town Gal 3rd, racing 4th. Razzleberry Delight, Mystical Rita is 5th, and Mystical Rita soft stride and moving to the outside. Cash Through Rap at the 3/4 mark. It's Can She Can. Tango L is second. Town Gal 3rd. Razzleberry Delight 4th. Up 3/4 at the 3/4 mark in 1:35 0. Around the turn, they come to the top of the stretch. Can She Can has the lead. Tango L right there and ready to come to the outside. Town Gal 3rd, Razzleberry Delight 4th. They're off the turn, they're on their way home. It's Can She Can. Tango L on the outside, coming to the line. Can She Can is almost there. Can She Can. Driver Jeff Nice Hunger. 2nd to 4, Tango L home 3rd. The 1. Town Gal 2:04, the winning time.
Another nice last quarter, 29 seconds flat. We had one person enter the handicapping contest.
Well, then Team Facebook really cleaned up because we had Michelle Arnold, Dustin Klinger, Dustin Blackburn, Teresa Everhart. All of them. I did not have one losing.
Wow.
So there you go. She can. Not only can, she can also win. It wasn't quite 20 lengths, but got the job done. Looked like a length and a quarter, length and a half, maybe. Over
Unofficially
Tango
3-4-1. First the 3 can.
My pen broke, so I didn't
Second
get the
to 4
right to
Tango
find. I
out.
had to
Third to
put my
1
pen
Town
back
Gal.
together.
I saw that. You fell
3-4-1
apart
is
there.
unofficial.
204.
There you go.
204.
Unofficial 3-4-1. You knew something had to give when Can won the last race by 20 lengths. Number 1 Town Gal won by 15 lengths. You knew one of those couldn't happen tonight.
Yeah.
But it was Can. Fourth win in 6 starts this season. $3,500 more, so we'll go over $14,000 on the year for the homebred Marseille filly.
Coming into this race, she's sitting 9th in the Ohio Fair Championship points, so probably will.
I'm going to go on a limb and she moved into the top 8.
Yeah.
All the caretakers are happy to see there's golf carts here. They don't have to run across the track of this heat.
Yeah. They've got a nice big tent back there. I hope that there's some breeze blowing through that.
Here's your winner of the 4th race, First Division 2-year-old filly Trot for $7,077. Number 3, Can. 2-year-old Bay Philip of Marseille out of the Dobert Hanover mare, DW's Jasmine. 4th of the season for the winner, Can. JR Stable, Orion, Ohio. Mark Winters trains Jeff Neisonger in the sulky. Jeff gets his 3,948th career driving win. Countdown is on. 52 to the magic number 4,000 for Jeff Neisonger. This race sponsored by Michael Zunich Insurance. Helping in the presentation in the winner's circle, Queen Haley Mertz. First runner-up, Nora McQuinney of the Auglaize County, Ohio Horseman Council. Results are official. Number 1, Town Gal 3. 2 Cash through Draft 5. The 3, Can the winner. 4 Tango Out 2. 5 Razzleberry Delight 4. Number 6 Mystical Rita 6. The mile 204. Fractional times 32 and 4. The half 103 and 1. 3/4 135. 351 246 on the bottom.
We turn the page to race number 5, a field of 4. Second division of the 3-year-old filly pace. We'll talk about all 4 when we come back after these are very important messages from our wonderful sponsors.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Welcome back. I'm just going to start turning and looking for Chris to tell me.
Yeah.
David Myrick's checking in and complimenting our 2 fair queens who are working the blankets he thinks Jimmy Byers is giving lessons on the side. He could probably make a nice side hustle with that.
He could. You know, if he wanted to do it in person, he could go all around the
absolutely.
state. Everybody would want to have him.
So we're going to see how good their arms are because the Haro the screen just brought over a bag, and it looks like they're getting ready for a T-shirt toss.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see how good their arms are.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to get one up here to us.
No.
Unless they drop it from the blimp up above.
Get some good baseball pitcher. You never know. Got an interesting email a day or two ago from the granddaughter of the fella that owned Playboy Hanover, who raced in the 1993 Little Brown Jug, right? 93?
I think 72 or 73.
73.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
I was just a little squirt.
Wait, I have it right here. I don't know why I didn't look. You're right. 1973 Little Brown Jug, and she's trying to make a scrapbook for her dad, who would be the son of the guy who owned him. And so she's looking for anything. If anybody has any, like a newspaper article or a program or anything like that from Playboy Hanover's career, she would really appreciate it.
If you have a win photo of you beating Playboy Hanover, I'm sure she would still take a picture of that.
Yes, anything
you have.
It's just everything.
Because we're people helping people.
That's right.
I'm going to go back and look through my jug. I have a jug program. I might even have an extra. I'll take a look.
Yeah. If you've got something and you're willing to donate it, just let us know at OHHA, and we will make sure that we get it to her.
During the winter I get real bored, so if you are a member of the Columbus Metropolitan Library, you can search all of the Columbus dispatches for free.
Oh, wow.
So during COVID, I searched every Columbus dispatch that had the word Little Brown Jug in it.
Oh, my gosh.
And you get a few football games between Minnesota and Michigan, but most of them were Delaware related, so you would get the side stories about horses that win at Soda that were just eligible for the Little Brown Jug, and the newspaper was sure to call it out. So if you would probably go to the Columbus Dispatch, you could probably click on Playboy Hanover and probably find a lot of articles.
Is it all digitized now, or do you have to use a microfilm?
Nope. It's all digitized.
Oh,
It'll show you a PDF of the page, and then you can zoom in and zoom out, and you can snip it. It's really neat.
That is neat.
The one good thing out of COVID, it kept me occupied every night, since there wasn't much horse racing at all on.
I remember doing that at the Milwaukee Journal. It was back then.
Did you have the fish, which is the flat,
yep,
or the rolls? The rolls.
Yeah.
Then you would hear that thing flap.
Yep. And a couple rolls got away from us and rolled down the alleyway. And,
yeah. Well.
So yeah, it's fun to do. I think it's fun. I think
Absolutely.
that research is really cool, but it's time consuming. But if everybody helps a little bit, so like I said, anything you've got that's Playboy Hanover, let us know so we can help. Her name is Natalie.
Let's help Natalie out.
Yeah.
We'll send it over to Doug Ballinger with a post parade here of the 4-horse fifth.
Michael Richardson Jr. drives. Pierce Henry drives the 2, Granite Ridge Lady. 3, She's a Smoke Show with Kyle Ladd. 4, Dancing in My Sleep, Jason Beatty in her sulky. Horse to take 1, score and go to the gate. You'll have Win Place Show. Win Place. Exacta and Trifecta Wager
is the trainer, driver, owner from Springfield, Ohio. This one is 0 for 3 on the season. Has been distanced all 3 starts this year. Last time out was at Sydney. Had the rail, finished 6th.
Granite Ridge Lady and Pierce Henry from the 2 for trainer Chad Williamson. Red Rock Racing LLC, a Dancing Yankee filly out of a vintage master mare. 5 starts on the year, 1 win. That was a mile in 1:59 at Ottawa.
Number 3, She's a Smoke Show. Kyle Ladd trains, drives, co-owns with Ryan Schaefer, both of Findlay, Ohio. 0 for 5 on the season, has a 3rd place finish. That was 2 back at Bucyrus in a maiden event timed in 2:01.
Jason Beatty drives the 4, Dancing in My Sleep. Trainer Scott Ferguson for owner breeder Marjorie Polhamus. A Dancing Yankee out of Sidewalk Sleeper, who is by Jate Lobel. 6 starts on the year, did not have any starts as a 2-year-old. Has got getting some checks, 4th and 5th. About 3 starts back at Lebanon, she did pace in 57 and 3.
This race is in memory of Bud and Eileen Wright. They were married on Valentine's Day,
Oh.
1953. She was a postal clerk at New Knoxville, Ohio. And my favorite, she taught accordion lessons.
Oh.
So I'm sure if there's any accordion players in this area, she was probably their teacher. She passed away in 2012. Alan Bud Wright passed away in 2018. He was an Army vet, and his job was pulling Airstreams. There's an Airstream plant nearby, and I guess he would deliver Airstreams. So.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
But teaching accordion lessons.
Oh, my oldest brother, played the accordion, and I still tease him about it.
Well, he was the life of the party, though. I mean, he shows up with that thing.
And plus, my parents got him a studio photo, with him with the accordion.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was
Papa,
big
right?
stuff, yeah.
The party doesn't start until the accordion comes out.
That's right. We got a great crowd here tonight. They do have a beer tent on the left side and the last turn side of the track. And
I didn't know that, or I would have gone there during Randy's interview.
I think that's
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. See, is it? Is it not? I said my first year working for OHHA, we used to take around that tent, and we'd have the Racing with the Stars tent. And I went to Hicksville, and they set me up right next to the beer tent. That was probably the most wild night that I've had working for OHHA was that night at the beer tent.
So again, remind you, send us your picks. Dustin Blackburn's going with the 4, Dancing in My Sleep.
Oh.
He could go undefeated for the day.
He could.
Right now, currently at 6-1. Number 2, Granite Ridge Lady. Pierce Henry is your 1-5 favorite, coming off a 3rd place finish at Tiffin and a 3rd place finish at Oak Harbor.
Oh, so our blanket ladies out there are the equine queen of the Auglaize County Fair and the first runner-up.
I heard one of them was the runner-up.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure who it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They're
which
cowboy
is which.
hats.
Yeah. The one
With
has something on her hat, so
Oh.
she must be the equine queen, and the other one's probably the
They're
runner-up.
both wearing black hats. Isn't that bad? Aren't they bad people? Aren't you supposed to wear white hats if you're good guys?
No, but I wouldn't want to wear those black hats in the sun.
Well, they're in the shade now.
Yeah.
Poor Doug Ballinger's looking for shade right about now.
Oh, gosh, they are getting it, aren't
They're
they?
looking right into that setting sun. And something tells me when the sun goes behind the grandstand here, they're still not going to be in the shade.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how these horses react to. There's definitely some shadows now coming across the main straightaway, so we'll see who's wearing shady daisy rolls and shadow rolls and see if they're needed, because definitely some shadows
Big
now
shadows,
across.
Yeah. And the last turn,
Yep.
coming the trees. Trees are making shadows. First turn, the trees. But the big one is right down here.
Right
down
at the
in front
finish
of-
line, too.
Yes, exactly. Hopefully by then they're concentrating on what they're doing and not looking down.
There's a neat segment on YouTube now. It's called A Mile with Mark. Mark McDonald is following in his brother's footsteps and is doing like a weekly video.
Oh.
And basically he talks to you as he's driving to different racetracks around New York.
Oh, gosh.
But he was at Goshen, and he said he took his horse out on the track and was jumping shadows during the post parade and warm up. So he said he made sure he stayed right behind the leader, so the horse was focused on the helmet in front of him and didn't look down at the track.
Yeah.
Just he does a reminiscing too of the Little Brown Jug with episode 5 is a reminiscing with the Little Brown Jug with Mr. Feelgood. So
Oh, that's neat.
for some inside knowledge that most people didn't have. So.
Yeah.
Field of 4 behind the gate. We'll send it over to Doug Ballinger for the 5th, the 3-year-old filly pace, 2nd division.
The rough and pacing from the inside. Aruba Cat goes for the lead. Granite Ridge Lady at 2nd. She's a smoke show. 3rd on the outside. 3 wide into the turn. Backing off, taking a seat, She's a Smoke Show. Dancing in My Sleep trails the field. Down the backside they go. Rubicat jumps it off, is off stride. Granite Hill Lady, Pierce Henry lead them by 2. She's a Smoke Show. Kyle Ladd second. Dancing in My Sleep, Jason Beatty third. And Rubicat, Mike Richardson Jr. trail the field. Straight alignment, front to back. 6 weeks will separate them. Round the turn to the 3/8 they go. Granite Hill Lady the leader. She's a Smoke Show second. Dancing in My Sleep third. Rubicat trails the field. Past the quarter in 32 seconds. On over to the 3/8 they go. On top of the field and showing away. Granite Ridge Lady, 3-year-old Black Philip, Dancing Yankee. Pierce Henry have the lead and have it by 2. Racing second as they come on over to the halfway point is She's a Smoke Show. Pacing third, Dancing in My Sleep, and Aruba Cat trails the field. At the half, to the 5/8 they go. Leading the way into the turn, Granite Ridge Lady by 3. She's a Smoke Show second. Dancing in My Sleep moves to the outside. 102 and 4. Down the backside they go. Ruba Cat trails the field. Closing in with every stride. Here comes Dancing in My Sleep. Coming after the leader. Granite Ridge Lady. Granite Ridge Lady across the backside. Dancing in My Sleep right there second. She's a Smoke Show is third. Aruba Cat is fourth. They're into the far turn. Granite Ridge Lady. Dancing in My Sleep. Off 3/4 at 3/4 in 1:33. Around the far turn, the leader, Granite Ridge Lady, moving to the outside, Dancing in My Sleep. She's a Smoke Show is third. Aruba Cat trails. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Pierce Henry, Granite Ridge Lady, Dancing in My Sleep, just keeps on coming after the leader. Granite Ridge Lady and Dancing in My Sleep in the final strides. The mile 2:01.
Wow.
For your winner, Dancing in My Sleep, Jason Beatty knew that this race was a mile and used every foot of the mile to get up in the final strides. Scott Ferguson is the winning trainer. Marjorie Pohamus is the winning owner. 3-year-old filly Dancing Yankee. First win in 7 starts. First time on the board in 7 starts. Looked like a grizzled old veteran down the lane that time. Interesting, when they came by the half the first time, I think we kind of foreshadowed that because we shadowed. Kyle Ladd's horse jumped the shadow there and went off stride. But I was surprised Pierce Henry had the plugs pulled already on the second place finish, Granite Ridge Lady. I don't know if they fell out, but going to the half, you don't really see them. Really wasn't pressured. So, but came by with the earplugs already pulled.
Oh, we got Joe Cooper's our winner. He was the only one that I can see that picked the 4 horse. Everybody else picked the 2.
Oh, wait a minute here. Nope. Dustin Blackburn, 2 for 2.
All right. Got Deans checking in from Massachusetts. He lived in Wapak when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. So that's pretty cool. Allegedly walked in.
I'm not going to argue with him.
Oh, no.
I wasn't here. Somebody, I believe, told me the story that his parents were at the fair immediately following his landing, and I guess they made a big to-do of them being here at the fair.
Well, look at all the folks in memory of Bud and Eileen in the winner's circle.
Back in front of the stands, here's your winner of the 5th race. Hot Racing Association 3-year-old filly pace. This is the 2nd division for $6,895 a 4. Dancing in My Sleep. 3-year-old Bay filly by Dancing Yankee out of the Jate Lobel mare. Sidewalk Sleeper. First career win, pacing a mile 2:01. Scott Ferguson trains. Jason Beatty drives the winner of the mile 2:01. This race in memory of Bud and Eileen.
A lot of people in that winner's circle picture. How nice.
Results are official. Number 1, Aruba Cat 4. 2, Granite Ridge Lady 2. The 3, She's a Smoke Show 3. 4, Dancing in My Sleep. The winner of the time, 2:01:32. 102 and 4, 133. Top down reads 4-2-3, 1 on the bottom. 6th race is up next. The field of 5. There are no changes. 6th race, no changes. Win, place, show. Exacta Tri. Quinella wagering on the 6th. Annie L. Lovely in red. Fancy Prize. Bank it. Long Lake Sally. Bring 'em on.
So someone's got to go on a little reconnaissance mission.
Okay.
They're giving the winning groom or the caretaker a little white bag. I'm interested to see what's in the little white bag. See the gentleman in yellow carrying the little white bag?
Yep, I've noticed that. I think it's Emily Hay. Isn't that Emily Hay down there? I think she's been the one giving him out.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the T-shirt toss. I got to quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
On my luck, I'll get a shirt that's extra small, and I'll never be able to wear it. We turn the page to race number 6, a field of 5, no changes. 3-year-old filly Trot, second division. We'll talk about all 5 when we come back after these messages.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the cool winds of November.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
What do you call these things, Chris? Wind guards for the mics? Okay. Excuse us. I didn't know we were back on completely. We have these little wind things on our microphones so that if there's a lot of wind, you don't hear it as much. And
somebody lost theirs.
Somebody lost theirs, yeah.
And now you're paying the price.
So I'm telling Matt to order 1 zillion of those.
Problem is you got to be stationary in one place for the delivery man to find you, the way you guys are going this summer. So we talked a little bit about the Trotting and Pacing Guide from 1993.
That's where 1993 came in my head.
Yeah. Who was the leading driver at Scioto Downs in 1993? David Miller.
Oh, yeah?
Huh. The other interesting thing we were talking about on the air, how many wins did Dave Pallone have? He has over 20,000 now. What did he have in 1994?
1990. Well, 5,000.
He had 7,000.
Oh.
But he was like 78th place.
Oh, my gosh.
Dave Pallone was 78th place. I'm sorry, he had 3,000 wins.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I think it was John Campbell who had 7,000
Oh, 7,000.
But lots changed in the last 22 years, right?
Yeah.
20, no, more than that. My math's not good today.
Well,
32 years.
Biggest change is that the USTA doesn't put that out
I
anymore.
know.
Which I argue with all the time.
Yes.
Because that's why we're trying really hard to keep that historical track records from the Ohio Fairs, because once it's beat, once somebody gets a new track record, it's done. So we had that rain delay at Bowling Green yesterday, or kind of a rain lightning delay, first 2 races that came back set track records for their division. So I
Tightened
think
the track up a little bit.
Helped a little bit.
But they have the pop records in the back. Most wins in one day at one track.
Oh.
Mike Lachance had 12 wins on June 23rd, 1987.
Holy mackerel. Where at?
Yonkers.
At Yonkers?
Yonkers.
Wow. Must have been all of them. I mean,
Pretty darn close. Most consecutive wins, one raceway program, single dashes. It was a 6-way tie. If you get Gus Ratchford from Halifax, Nova Scotia in 1976, you are a winner. Ross Krogan, who I know more as a trainer. Walter Case won 7 in a row at Yonkers in 92. Dave Pallone won 7 in a row. Callie Rankin at Flamborough won 7 in a row in 93. And Don Rothfuss at Buffalo Raceway in 94. So it's interesting that those 93, 92, 93, 93, 94.
That is. Gus Ratchford, in his later years, developed all the rabbits liniments. I don't know if you horsemen out there will probably remember rabbits, tendon pain, rabbits, all this rabbit stuff, and that was Gus Ratchford. Here is the post parade.
Number 2 is Lovely in Red, driven by Cody Greeno. 3, Fancy Prize, Roy Burns drives. Number 4 is Bank It, Emmanuel Miller. In the 5, Long Leg Sally, David Meyer in the sulky. Win place show. Exacta try. Quinella wagering on the 6. They'll take one score. They'll be to the gate in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
And drives this long Tom filly, owned by Levan Stables, Megan Levan and Heidi Ratliff of all of Ohio. This one has finished second, 17 of 32 lifetime starts. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say finished second last 3 starts. Those seconds were at Hilliard, Bucyrus, and Marysville. Has a lifetime mark last year, right here at Wapakoneta in 2:05.
And since that, at Marysville, she raced at Eaton and finished second.
Oh, it's not even a line to be announced.
Yeah. I wonder when you got your program. That is strange. And you know what else? She is sitting second in the Ohio Fair Championship points right now.
Can't finish first for anyways.
Lovely in Red, Cody Greeno drives for Ed Greeno and E.G. Trot. A 3rd Pat Chestnut filly out of a Lovin' Every Moment mare. Has had 7 starts this year, 3 thirds. Her last start was 3rd at Sydney in 2-7-1. But 3 starts back at Wilmington, she finished 3rd, just back by 3 3/4. Trotted her mile in 2-1-3.
Number 3 is Fancy Prize. Roy Burns co-owns, drives, and trains this one. Co-owns with his wife, Melissa Burns, Milford Center, Ohio. 1 win in 4 starts. That win was 3 back at Wellston. Gate to wire, 2:08-2.
Emmanuel Miller drives the 4 Bank It for trainer, owner, and breeder Rory Moore. A Break the Bank K filly out of a Perfectly mare. This horse has had 5 starts on the year, 1 second and 1 third. So is winless, has not found its way to the winner's circle yet.
Number 5, Long Leg Sally. David Myers drives, trains, co-owns with Kelly Meyer. Dave's from Sydney. Kelly's from Versailles, Ohio. Has 1 win in 5 starts, 2 of 20 lifetime. That win was last time out at Sydney. Gate to wire, 2:03.
I don't know if I've seen a horse with 8. I mean, that's over half of Annie L's lifetime starts are seconds. That's amazing. Just heard a crash someplace.
I think she dropped her refillable lemonade cup behind
okay.
you.
Yeah, when you drop things on these aluminum
it may ring
benches,
for a little while.
It does. So most of the grandstand is in the shade right now, so that's very nice. But as you mentioned before, the officials are
final
really,
call to wager less than
really
a
got
minute.
it in
Your
the
final
sun.
call to wager less than 1 minute to post time.
Brad Conrad's on it. He's going to find out what's in the little bags.
Oh, good. We got people picking. Mark says I'll go with whatever Joe Cooper picks, since Joe is 2 for 2 on our little handicapping contest here. Looks like everybody's picking the 1. Marvin, Dustin, and Joe all picking the 1.
For second?
Yeah, nah, I know. That would be a good hunch bet, wouldn't it?
We're not going to pick the winner of this race. We're
Yeah.
going to pick the second
Who's
place
second?
horse. I know the owner's got to be pulling their hairs out because she's been very competitive. I
Very
know
good.
last year they had little braking issues. It seemed like the straightaways were her friend, the turns were not.
No.
So. Field of 5 behind the Wilkenberg starting gate. We'll send it to Doug Ballinger.
Come. They're off then trotting. Annie L goes right out for the lead. Fancy Prize comes out in second. Lovely in Red, the inside third. And Bankit is fourth. And treading the field is Long Leg Sally after the gate break. Onto the backside they go. Off stride, Fancy Prize. Annie L has a 2-length lead as they head up the backside. Lovely in Red next in second. Bankit is third. Then it is Fancy Prize. And Long Leg Sally is the traitor. Across the backstretch for the first time. Leading away, Annie L. Hank Levan. Lovely in Red getting that 2-hole trip. Bankit is third. Fancy Prize is fourth. Long Leg Sally trails the field fifth. They trot the opening quarter in an even 31 seconds around the turn to the 3/8. It's Annie L. She's looking for her second of the season. Lovely in Red second. Bankit is third. Racing fourth. Fancy Prize and Long Leg Sally can see them all. Passing the stands first time. They come to the half. Showing the way. Hank Levan with Annie L. Lovely in Red second. Coming to the outside. Bankit now third and moving up. Fancy Prize racing fourth. Little Rough gated fifth is Long Leg Sally. They're halfway home, and Annie L. howls the field at Trotters. Past the half in 102 to the 5/8 they go. Up on the outside, Bankit is second. Lovely in Red racing third. Fancy Prize trots fourth and trailing the field. Long Leg Sally across the backside for the final time. Annie L. the leader by a neck. On the outside, Bankit is second. Lovely in Red third. Fancy Prize fourth and trailing the field. Long Leg Sally moving into the turn. Annie L. by a length. Bankit on the outside. Off 3/4 in 1:32 around the far turn. It's a 2-length lead for Annie L. Bankit is second. Lovely in Red third. Fancy Prize fourth. Long Leg Sally trails. They're off the turn. They're on their way home in the 3-year-old filly trot. It's Annie L. and Hank Levan opening up with each and every stride. Coming to the line. Annie L. gives Hank Levan his second on the card. Bankit home second. Lovely in Red will finish third. The mile 2:01.
For 17. One was 0 for 17. The other had 17 second place finishes.
Yeah.
So one thing was going to have to change, and that was Annie L. picks up the win. Gate to wire. 2:01. Second win for Hank Levan as a trainer and driver tonight. First to double up in either of those categories.
She just looked very strong today, too. I mean, he had a good hold of her the whole mile and looked very. Somebody asked, has a horse ever broken stride and then won? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. That does happen. As long as they lose ground, get back on gate, they can come back and win.
Six trays. 3-year-old
Down there.
filly Trot. Number 1, Annie L. 3-year-old Bay Phillip Long Tom out of there. Big Lemma mare. Pandora Oz, second win this season, fourth of the career for Annie L. Lifetime mark 2:01, final half 59 seconds, final quarter. This race sponsored by Closing Time Realty. Annie L is owned by the Levan Stables. Megan Levan and Heidi Ratcliffe. Hank Levan trains and drives the winner. Hank gets his second on the card. This and behind Annie L, who takes a lifetime mark of 2:01. Results are official. Number 1, Annie L. The 2, Lovely in Red. 3, the 3, Fancy Prize. 4, number 4, Bank It. 2, the 5, Long Leg Sally. 5, the winning time 2:01. 31, 102, 132. Top down 1, 3, 4, 2, 5 on the bottom. 7th race is up next. Field of 6, there are no changes. Oh, you driver on the 6, Rose Run Andy. Barnard
no changes, but we owe you a driver.
Sinful.
So there is
Real trooper.
just unknown at this point.
In with Tony.
Field of 6.
81 and Rose Run Andy. We need 6. Bring them on.
Maidens going for a purse of $700. Someone's going to be a first-time winner. We'll find out who after these messages.
Xenia, Ohio is the largest city in America. That begins with the letter X. Xenia, which means hospitality in Greek, is the county seat of Greene County. You can go kayaking in the Narrows Preserve or hiking in the Sarah Lee Arnovitz Nature Reserve and grab some fresh foods at Jackson's Farm Market. Take a round of golf at the WGC Golf Course. Take a hike biking on Greene County Greenways. Be sure you get to the Greene County Fair from July 27th through August 2nd. Enjoy the Ohio Colt Racing Association's 2 days of competition on Wednesday, July 30th, and Thursday, July 31st. Post time for both days is at 6:30 p.m. because in Greene County, X, as in Xenia, marks the spot.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Somebody just asked if they're still racing at Lisbon, and I would hope not.
God, yeah,
They did have a 1 o'clock post time, so I think that they're all done. Should be up on either YouTube or Harness Racing Ohio website. You should be able to go back and watch that replay. Got Grant watching from Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania. I think the furthest away, though, is the Winchester Bay Acres team. They're in Paris, France. So they get as far as I could see so far tonight, they get the win for the farthest away.
We had Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What's
we
that?
Had Tulsa, Oklahoma, did we not?
Yeah. Not as far as Paris, France.
No. They're 5 hours or 5 hours ahead of us.
In Oklahoma?
So it's tomorrow in France.
That doesn't make sense.
It's tomorrow in France. Oh. The goodie bags have treats for the horse. Some have apples. Some have carrots. All have 3 mints.
That is nice.
Yes.
That is a nice thing to do.
Now we know why the owners didn't take the bag. They gave it to the groom.
Well, I don't know. An
what
apple
kind of
on the way
apple?
home?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be good.
Golden delicious.
Ew.
They are tart.
They are.
What's Honeycrisp are the ones?
Yeah, Honeycrisp are the best.
So looking at going back to the old book here, some other pop trivia back? This is 1993, so these could be broken. But the only father-son duo to win a national drive or dash winning championship.
Who's that? I know that. Daryl and Don Bussey.
Very good. What years?
Oh, shoot.
I'll give you Daryl. I'll give you Don. 1963 for Don.
63. I'll tell you something really sad. That's the first year we had horses.
1963?
Mm-hmm. Bought our first horse
Daryl
in
was 1974.
74.
I think someone did this recently. Most dead heats for win, 1 driver in 1 night. 2.
Yeah, I was going to say it can't be more than 2.
But I think someone recently did this. I want to say Buffalo, maybe Buffalo Raceway
Oh.
last few years.
Huh.
First woman to win a track driving championship.
Beef Arbor.
Very good. What racetrack?
Maywood Park.
Nope.
Balmoral.
Nope. Think
Fairmont.
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan? Oh, okay.
Northville Downs.
Northville Downs.
Listen to this. Her UDRS that year, 5:36.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Dave Palone's in the low 400s.
Yeah.
Aaron Merriman's in the upper 300s, and she was 5:36. Youngest
She was
driver.
something.
This has been beaten, I think, right? Yeah. Youngest driver with a 2-minute mile.
Oh, yeah, that's had to be beaten a lot. I can't.
12-year-old Alma Shepard.
Oh, wow.
Back in 1937.
Wow. 12 years old.
58-1.
And she also set records under saddle.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Does she still drive?
I
No.
think Mrs. Shepard's long gone.
Yeah. Driving someplace.
Yes.
But. Huh. You want to hear my Don Bussey story?
Sure.
I'm just a kid. I don't know, 15 years old maybe.
So
and
about
I'm
30 years ago?
Yeah, paddocking at Sportsman's Park. I put the tennis boots on backwards. Ooh, he came to drive the horse, and he read me out. I just said, I'm just a kid.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
All right.
Got to put them on right.
Here is a record that may never be broken.
Okay.
Dead heats for win, consecutive races, same 2 horses. So they finished in a dead heat on April
Okay.
3rd, came back 8 days later and dead heated together on April 11th.
Oh, my gosh.
The same 2 horses.
What year was that?
1987 at Vernon Downs.
Wow.
PC's Pippanillo and Skipper's Victor. I mean, I could see finish 2 back-to-back weeks
Yeah.
being in a dead heat, but for the same
Same
horse.
horses? That is strange. I mean, a dead heat's not even something you can plan.
Yeah.
You know?
If you tried, it
Right.
wouldn't work. We'll send it over to Doug Ballinger, who will get us off this stupid knowledge thing we're on.
Number 2 is Always Be Simple, driven by Jason Beatty. 3 is Real Trooper, Pierce Henry drives. 4, Cruising with Tony with driver Don Feaster. 5 is 81, the driver Drew Neal. And number 6
Don
is
Feaster
Rose
too
Run
often.
Andy. Hank Levan, the 6, Rose Run Andy, will be out shortly. Horse to take 1, score and go to the gate. Win, place, show. Zach Quinella, trifecta. Be at the gate in about 3 minutes. Hank Levan to drive the 6, Rose Run Andy. Jason Beatty drives the 2.
Number 1 is Dancing Again. Brian Jones, Mandy Jones are the trainer owner for the 2-year-old black filly out of Dancing Yankee. It was a $5,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale. Jeff Neisharner will make the driving decisions. First, charted line.
Always Be Sinful. Jason Beatty will drive for trainer Scott Ferguson. Owner Scarlet Stables, who also bred this Always Be Mickey. This is a 3-year-old gelding. It's had 4 starts this year. Did not start as a 2-year-old. Has been racing at Scioto, back and forth between Scioto and Hoosier Park. My goodness, here's some good miles back at Hoosier Park. 154, 154, and 2.
Number 3 is Real Trooper. Pierce Henry trains and reigns this one for Jeffrey Batt of Defiance, Ohio. 0 for 11 lifetime. Has a second place finish. That was 4 back at Ottawa. The second place finish, but beaten by 26 lengths.
Cruising with Tony, Don Feister drives. He also trains. Don and Marcia Brake are the owners and breeders. This is a 3-year-old filly by Yankee Cruiser. No starts last year, no starts this year, so first time behind the gate.
Drew Neal will drive the 581 for Brett Boyd, who co-owns this one with Stony Point Racing of Michigan. Second career start, first time out was at a fair up in Michigan, finished 4th, timed in 2:07 and 4.
And the 6 horse from the second tier, Rose Run Andy. Hank Levan has got the lines. Tisha Lohman, the trainer. Owners Becksecker, Lockhart, and Brandenburg. This is a 3-year-old, well said. No starts this year. Just had 1 start as a 2-year-old. That was at Washington Courthouse, where it finished 5th. So truly maidens here. You know, every once in a while, or quite often, there's maidens, but then there's always a little, but non-winners of so much, last 6 or so much, and somebody sneaks in. But these are all maidens. Nobody has won a race yet.
2 of them, 3 of them have yet to make a start this year.
Yeah.
So
this will always,
not sure what you're going to get with
That's
this
right.
one.
That's right.
And the betting public has 2 favorites. The 3 now. The 3 is just went ahead. Real Trooper, Pierce Henry.
Always nice of the fairs to card these overnight races. I mean, they have to have one overnight race in their card per Department of Agriculture rules, but they only have to have that one, so it's kind of nice when they have more.
Starters call to the Eagles, your final call. Final call wager on the 7th. Final call.
What? There's somebody way down on the corner on the track. Or they're in the grass. I just hope they stay in the grass. Maybe that's a photographer.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
Final game with 1 trailer for the 7th race. Johnny Group has them all lined up, and here they come. They were up and pacing out for the lead. That's Always Be Sinful right to the front. The outside, Real Troopers, 3 wide into the turn. Dancing Again comes out in 3rd. Taking a tuck is 81. Then next is Rose Run Andy, and trailing the field is Cruising with Tony. Down the backside they go. Going on over to the opening quarter with the lead is Real Trooper Pierce Henry. Up on the outside, 81 racing second. Real Trooper shows the way. On the outside is 81 going to the front end. Racing next and 3rd as they race around the turn. That is Always Be Sinful by the opening quarter, and at even 31 seconds. Round the turn to the 3/8 they go. Showing the way, 81 and Drew Neal. Real Trooper right there, 2nd. Racing next and 3rd is Always Be Simple as they pass the stand for the first time and come on over to the halfway point. Dancing Again is next. Then it is Rose Run Andy, and Cruising with Tony trails the field. They're halfway home. 81 the leader, the 2-year-old Bay Colt. Drew Neal and 81 take the field past the half. Real Trooper on the outside. Always Be Mickey comes first up off a half, and 101 and 2/5. Dancing Again 4th. Rose Run Andy is 5th. Down the backside for the final time. Cruising with Tony trails the field. The leader, 81, Drew Neal, looking for first of the season. 2nd is Always Be Sinful on the outside. Locked in, Real Trooper. Dancing Again right there. Will come to the outside and pick up the cover and begin the cover flow as they race into the far turn. Rose Run Andy 2nd to last and trailing the field. Cruising with Tony off 3/4. 132 and 3. They come to the top of the stretch and up on the outside. Dancing Again. Jeff Nisonger's 3 wide. 81 the inside. On the outside, it's Dancing Again. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Dancing Again, closing on the outside between horses. Always Be Sinful. Coming to the line, Always Be Sinful. Dancing Again, going to be tight for the show position. Always Be Sinful. Jason Beatty, the mile 2:02.
That was a really nice finish for a bunch of maidens.
Absolutely.
Really good. Looked to me like Jason Beatty and Always Be Sinful 1, and Dancing Again with Jeff Nisonger 2nd, but the 3 and 4 I couldn't tell.
I had Real Trooper unofficially in 3rd and 81 in 4th. 31, 101 and 2, 132 and 3 came home. 202 last quarter, 29 and 3.
Unofficially 2-1-3. First the 2 Always Be Sinful. Second one Dancing Again. 3rd to 3 Real Trooper 2-1-3.
They should have more $700 races if they're going to be that competitive.
That's
4
right.
of them had a shot at the top of the lane. And they get the same blanket and the same horse treats as everyone else.
Mm-hmm. No, horse that finished 1 and 3, they've had a little bit more experience, but the horse that finished second, first lifetime start. The guy in the winner's circle looks like a Lanny Merriman mustache, doesn't it?
Often duplicated. What is it? Often duplicated, never something or other.
Yeah.
Imitated, never duplicated. How's that? Something like
That's
that.
good. So here is Always Be Sinful, the Always Be Mickey 3-year-old out of an Art Major mare, Sinful Cindy.
Jason Beatty and Scott Ferguson won the 5th and the 7th. So training and driving double.
She is not liking her.
No.
He is not liking standing in there.
Here's your winner, the 7th race.
How about we take the blanket off?
Yeah.
Number 2, Always Be Sinful. 3-year-old big the son of
It's
Always Be
gonna
Mickey
come
out of the
off.
Archangel mare. Sinful Cindy. Scarlet Stables, New York owned. Scott Ferguson trains. Jason
There you
Beatty
go. Quick
drives the
picture.
winner.
Brad
Wow,
Conrad will not
202.
be deterred.
So he's
There's no
sponsored
name on
by
it anyway.
the
It's
Dog's
black.
Paw Boarding
It's
and
black on
Grooming.
green.
Oh, it is? Oh, you can barely see
Yeah.
it.
Here's the way they finish. Number 1, Dancing Again, 2. 2, Always Be Sinful, the winner. Number 3, Real Trooper, 3. 4, Cruising with Tony, 6. The 581, 4. Number 6, Rose Ren Andy, 5. The time, 2:02. The quarter was paced in 31. The half, 101 and 2. 3/4, 132 and 3. Chop down, 213, 6-4, 5 on the bottom. 8th race up next, field of 4. Number 2, It's a Bella Bean. Make the driver Mike Richardson Jr. Mike Richardson Jr. to drive the 2. It's a Bella Bean in the 8th. Fool Them All. It's a Bella Bean. Little Miss Sure Shotten. Muscle Carlos, we need 4. Come right on.
Okay, we got a couple different ways of saying that. Often replicated, never duplicated.
Okay, that's
Often imitated, never
never
duplicated. So
Okay.
whichever. It was a darn good mustache.
Yes.
8th race coming up, the second of 3 divisions of the 2-year-old filly Trot. We've just got 4 in it. 1 driver change to let you know. The 2 horse will be driven by Mike Richardson Jr., and we will be back to look at the 8th right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Welcome back to Auglaize County, home of the White Bones.
We see it.
We're having a little aerial show here.
Yeah.
There's a plane doing loop-de-loops, and we think he's spraying.
I think he is. We had my daughter, they had a drone come and spray the corn this year, which was really fun for the boys to watch.
I think the boys would rather watch the airplane personally.
Yeah.
Look at that thing swooping down.
Yeah, he's really, I wouldn't want to be in that. He is like right on its side. We had Steve Bateson was on the air at Bowling Green. That's his kind of hometown fair. And we were talking about how there used to be 7 Colt circuits and how they combined and everything. It was really pretty interesting. Sometimes you look at them now and see that they're not 100% geographical because there's some that are kind of smack in the middle of another circuit's geographical area. But interesting that we used to have 7 circuits in here in Ohio, and now we are down to the 4. So it's a lot of great history.
I was seeing there's a need to know more general. I didn't know if they would list the fair circuits in here.
Oh.
This was my favorite, the Harness Racing Hotline. You had to call a 614 number, and they would have feature race calls and give you the results. And I remember Paul Ramlow was the voice of that.
Oh,
so you would call, and he said, in tonight's feature race at Scioto Downs, it was Suburbanite,
Wow.
Gate to and I'm like, how far we've come that you had to call a number and have someone read you the results.
Yeah. Well, in Chicago, Tony Salvero had a show after the races were over, so if you, on the way home, you could listen to his show and get all the results. So, Bill Peters talking about records. Coney Azov's world record for 3 heats at Mount Pelier will probably never be broken.
I need a little bit more information there, Bill.
Yeah, what is...
what gate and what were the times? Because it's a half-mile track, obviously.
Oh, and Roy Burns and his daughter had a dead heat at Marysville a couple years ago, yep.
Weren't they the only 2 in the race, too?
Yes.
So that happened recently at Eaton, did it not? There was a 2-horse race at Eaton, and it finished in a dead heat.
Oh, really? I don't remember that. Huh. You remember that, Chris?
Just this year, like a couple days ago.
Oh.
I guess it was one heck of a race.
These are the horses' 48th race, the second division of the 2-year-old filly pace. For $5,115, Wapakoneta Eagles number 691. The 2 hits of Bella Bean, Mike Richardson Jr. will drive. Number 1 is Fool Them All, Jason Beatty drives. The 2 hits of Bella Bean with Mike Richardson Jr. Number 3, Little Miss Sure Shot, Jeff Nysonger. And number 4, Muscle Carlos, Kevin Snyder in the sulky. Horse to take 1, score and go to the gate. Win place, Exacta, Trifecta, No Show, or Quinella. Post time in 3 minutes. Wager now.
Number 1 is Fool Them All. Jason Beatty will drive this one for Kent Wolf, who is the owner from Syracuse, Ohio. This one is 0 for 1 on the season. Raced last time out at Sydney on July 22nd. Made a break at the start, finished 5th with Alex Hawk in the bike. Number 2, It's a Bella Bean. Mr. Richardson Jr. will drive for Mike Polhamus. Mrs. Christina Leigh Bowersock of Greenville is the owner. First charted line for this homebred Rodeo Romeo out of the Always a Virgin mare. It's About the Chase. Number 3, Little Miss Sure Shot. Steve Livingston trains. Jeff Neisanger will drive for Full Tilt Farms. 2-year-old filly out of Fear the Dragon. 0 for 1 on the season. Was scratch sick of the first start at Wilmington. Came back the next week at Washington Courthouse. Finished 4th, timed in 2:04. Rounding out the field of 4 is the 4, Muscle Carlos. Kimberly Daly trains and owns this Muscle Up the Gold filly. Kevin Schneider will drive 0 for 1 on the season. A 3rd place finish at Marysville, timed in 2:03 in 4.
Some pretty impressive people there that belonged to that Ohio chapter of WSHWA in 1993.
A few Hall of Famers in there.
Yeah.
Dean Hoffman,
Yeah.
Mark
Wow.
Hall, Ed Keys, just to name a few. A lot of Ohio Hall of Fame members,
Yes.
too, in there. Jimmy Crum. You don't remember Jimmy Crum.
No, I do
He
not.
was the dean of Central Ohio Sportscasters. He would wear Charlie Hill type
Coats?
jackets
Oh,
on
gosh.
the air. Yep. So I think at one time they traded them back and forth so they at least look fresh. But Jimmy Crum was very big into the developmental disabilities. He started Recreation Unlimited, which was a summer camp in Ashley, Ohio. My dad was involved with that, and we got to go to the groundbreaking ceremony. So, quick story: I was dating a young lady, and we saw him on the air, and she goes, "I can't stand this old guy. He's crazy." And I said, "Well, he happens to be a family friend." And she goes, "Yeah, right." So when she left that night, we walked through the dining room, and there's a picture of Jimmy Crum. It said, "John, thanks for all your help with Recreation Unlimited."
Oh my gosh! Wow.
She was a little embarrassed, but hey. Always be careful what you say.
Yeah,
you never field of 4. Your fans here aren't sure what they want to do. 2 at 3.5 to 1, and 1 at 7 to 5, and 8 to 5. So Fool Them All. Kent DeWolf trainee is your betting favorite with Jason Beatty. Looking to go back to back here.
I was thinking we've got a really good crowd still.
They're
and
still staying around, too.
Yeah, and it's nice because the grandstand is very steep and very high. That it's a nice sight line. But also we've got so many people that right down by the track.
Yep.
They're just hanging on that fence, watching everything up close.
Brought all their lawn chairs tonight.
Yeah.
Nice crowd in the first turn, too, underneath the trees.
Yeah. Okay, let's turn over to Doug for the call of the 8th.
$. Starter John Agram has them all lined up and ready for a start. And here they come. They were off them pacing. Little Miss Sure Shot first away to her inside. It's a Bella Bean to the outside. Muscle Carlos off stride. Fool Them All. Into the turn they go. Little Miss Sure Shot. Jeff Neisanger lead the way to the backside. It's a Bella Bean getting the 2-hole trip. Muscle Carlos is next and third, and Fool Them All trails the field across the backside for the first time. Going to the opening quarter. Little Miss Sure Shot. 2-year-old Billy by Fear the Dragon leads the way for Jeff Neisanger, getting the 2-hole trip. As he raced by the opening quarter, it's a Bella Bean racing third. Muscle Carlos and Fool Them All trails the field. Midway round the turn, they race to the 3/8. Little Miss Sure Shot has the field of pacers by the quarter at an even 32 seconds. He into the lane first time, coming to the half. It's a Bella Bean getting the 2-hole trip. Muscle Carlos is third, trailing the field. Fool Them All. He passed the stand for the first time and come to the half with the lead. Little Miss Sure Shot racing second. It's a Bella Bean. Muscle Carlos is third, and Fool Them All trailing the field. They're at the half. They move into the turn and head to the 5/8 with Little Miss Sure Shot leading away. It's a Bella Bean next. Muscle Carlos third. Fool Them All trails the field. Front half paced in 104. 3/8 of a mile out across the backside for the final time. Little Miss Sure Shot has the lead and has it by 2. Make it 3, make it 4. It's a Bella Bean second. Third, Muscle Carlos. Fool Them All trails the field. Into the far turn. They pace by 3/4. Little Miss Sure Shot with each and every stride has a 7-length lead as they move into the turn. It's a Bella Bean second. Muscle Carlos third. Fool Them All trails 135 and 3. They come to the top of the stretch. Little Miss Sure Shot has the lead. It's a Bella Bean second. Muscle Carlos third. Fool Them All. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. They're inside the final 16th. Jeff Neishunger going to get his second on the card. This in behind Little Miss Sure Shot. It's a Bella Bean second. Muscle Carlos third. Fool Them All will finish fourth. The mile 2:04. Here's your winner. 8th race, second division, 2-year-old filly pays for $5,115. Number 3, Little Miss Sure Shot, 2-year-old bay filly, Fear the Dragon out of the well-said mare. A little starstruck. Full Tilt Farms, Union City, Ohio owns. Steve Livingston trains. Jeff Neishunger in the sulky. Jeff Neishunger gets his second winning drive of the evening. The mile 2:04. Blanket by Wapakoneta Eagles, number 691. Here's the way they finished the 8th race. Number 1, Fool Them All 4. Number 2, it's a Bella Bean 2. 3, Little Miss Sure Shot, the winner, and 4, Muscle Carlos 3. Winning time 2:04. Fractions of 32, the half 104, 3/4 135 and 3. 4-2-1, 3 on the bottom. 9th race up next, field of 5. You have Win Place Show. Exacta, Quinella, Trifecta. Number 4, Tom Stem Rose. Charles Boland drives. Charles Boland the 4. Number 5, Lemon Ginger. Make the driver Pierce Henry. Pierce Henry will drive number 5, Lemon Ginger. Binary 9th race, Lemon Ginger, Tom Stem Rose, French Mocha, no approval needed. Creatine Doll, bring them on.
We'll talk about all 5 of those 2-year-old filly trotters in the second division of the freshman trot when we come back after these words from our sponsors.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Dak is back.
We are back.
30 years ago, in 1991, there were 75 county fairs that raced. So now we are at 66, which is still more than
In
anybody
what year?
else.
1975?
1991, there were 75 fairs. And this, here at Wapakoneta, the trotting track record was co-owned by 3 horses. 1942, Peter Astra. 1985, Silent Rage, and 1988 won her finale. What was that track record time?
I'm going to say 2:06 and 4.
2:05.
2:05.
Okay, now what did Pete Astra do?
I know the answer to this.
Okay.
Didn't he win the Hambletonian?
Yes. What year?
What? So you said 30. What year did he break the track record here?
That was 1942.
So I'll say 42.
Nope.
43.
Nope.
Nope. So
39.
39. Okay. So he came as an aged horse here.
Yep. Won the 1939 edition of the Hambletonian. And if you go up to northeastern Wisconsin, there is a winery up there that is called The Stable.
Okay.
And it is on the farm that Peter Astra was. And it's just very cool place because it's still got the stalls are still in the bottom. And then it's a... they serve some food, and they have racehorse pictures all over. It's a really, really neat place. I cannot remember the town that it's in.
We should have a little section somewhere of little day trips, harness racing related day trips.
Yeah. I mean, I got talking to the owner, and we buy those bottles of wine to give out for Ohio Sire Stakes because I thought kind of cool to give a bottle of wine from the stable.
Yep.
To the winners.
Now, you ready for a little secret?
Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
The Little Brown Jug is going to have a beer this year.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So we're going to have a beer this year from a Delaware County craft brewery.
Ooh, that's nice.
So.
That's nice.
But don't tell any of our listeners.
And
they're not
do you
listening.
have to be part of this Delaware, the Little Brown Jug Social Club?
I don't know. I'm sure it will be in there, but hope not.
Will it be served in jugs?
No, in cans.
In cans.
What's it called?
I don't know yet. I was just asked yesterday to write a little 50-word description of the Little Brown Jug for the can. So
it's going to have.
So it's going to have a little description about the Little Brown.
Historical or something.
Well, it's for 50 words. You can't really get too much into it.
Right.
Well, it was suggested to me that we talk about the history, how it got its name. I said, you said 50 words, right? Not 500 words.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little.
Well, unless it's limited. A really big can.
Big can, which it could be. You never know.
You can have a light version called the Jugette.
Exactly. There,
that's
see?
Good. That's a good idea.
See, here should be in marketing, Chris.
Yeah. I should, honestly. That's my strong point.
That is neat.
Not video.
So, I know the Hambletonian has a beer. I asked about getting one a few years ago, and one of our major sponsors is a beer magnet from St. Louis, Missouri, that starts with Augustus and it ends with Anheuser, Augustus, Busch, and but they're going to have a beer this year. So,
but it's a local brewery.
It's a Delaware County brewery, Nocterra, out of Powell, Ohio. So,
that would be neat. I know that Frank Fraz has one of those Hambletonian cans on his on his shelf, but it's like half burst open.
I drank mine.
Did you drink yours?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm not going to let a good beer sit in a can, so I drank it. The horses are parading in front of the stands, but no one is announcing, so there we go.
There you go.
For the 9th race, the 2-year-old filly trot for $7,077. Sponsored by RJ's Coffee Shop, View to 5. Number 1, Creatine Doll, the driver, Jeff Nicesonger. Number 2, No Approval Needed, Ryan Stahl drives. The 3 is French Mocha, Kenneth Hurstup. Number 4, Tom Stem Rose with Charles Boland. And the 5 is Lemon Ginger. Pierce Henry in the sulky. View to 5 will take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place show exact to try. Quinella on the 9th. 3 minutes to post. 3 minutes.
Number 1 is Creatine Doll. Mark Winters trains. Jeff Nicesonger will drive. Mark Winters also cones with Benjamin Black. This is a roan trotter. I don't see many roan trotters.
You're right.
Because of log and the pacing, you see roans, but I very rarely see a roan trotter. This has 3 wins in 5 starts. Those wins came at Washington Courthouse, Lebanon, and Ottawa.
No Approval Needed, and Ryan Stahl from the 2-hole. Ryan also trains and co-owns along with Stephen Reese and Matt Lambert. An Uncle Peter filly out of a DeJombro mare sealed with approval. 5 starts on the year, 2 wins and 3 seconds, so racing really good. Last win was at Tiffin in 2-6-2, but the fastest win at Oak Harbor 2-2-4.
Number 3 is French Mocha. Kenny Hurst trains, reins, and leases this Marseille filly. 0 for 3 on the season, was 4th last time out with a big paycheck of $13,000 purse. Picked up the 4th place check. Time 2:11-4.
Tom Stem Rose, Chuck Boland drives for trainer Mark Winters and owner Harry Horowitz, Brooklyn, New York. A long Tom filly out of a Yankee Paco mare, and Yankee Paco won.
Think about Tony.
Yeah. Tom Stem Rose has had 5 starts this year, 2/3. Has trotted, though, in 2-3 at Scioto Downs in a qualifier.
Number 5 is Lemon Ginger. Pierce Henry will now drive for Mike Polhamus, who trains this one for Trojan Standard Bred of Troy, Ohio. Made a break at his only start back on July 19th. Finished 6th, distanced. Yankee Paco, was it Trevor Henry? Or not Trevor.
Ritchie?
Trevor Ritchie.
Yeah.
Trevor Henry. Both up in Ontario, but...
owned by Connections from Wisconsin.
And I think, was it trained by McIntosh? Not Doug, or not Bob, but Doug?
Yes, I believe so. I believe so.
Wow. What'd you have for lunch yesterday, Jay? Can't tell you.
Yeah, but you can remember that.
Silly stuff.
Creatine Doll is sitting 3rd in Ohio Fair Championship points and No Approval Needed 5th.
Whenever you get a program like this, you look at the various races and races that you're really looking forward to. This is the one I had circled. Between Creatine Doll, 3 wins in 5 starts. No Approval Needed, 1st or 2nd in all 5 starts. So Creatine Doll has more wins. Slightly faster with a qualifying mile of 2:02 at Scioto, while No Approval Needed has a 2:02-4 at Oak Harbor.
Oak Harbor, yeah.
We'll see what happens here in just over 2 minutes as the field of 9 behind the Wilkenberg starting gate. We'll send it to Doug Ballinger.
Wilkenberg starting gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. The rough and trotting Creatine Doll going right out to the front. Racing on the outside, that's Tom Stem Rose. Field of trotters into the opening turn. Coming out in 3rd, No Approval Needed. Racing 4th, French Mocha. Trailing the field up the backside is Lemon Ginger. Down the backside they trot. Creatine Doll showing the way. Racing 2nd is No Approval Needed. Off stride, now back down trotting as they head up the backside. Tom Stem Rose moving through to the inside is French Mocha. And trailing the field is Lemon Ginger. By the opening quarter, Jeff Nicesonger and Creatine Doll have the lead and take the field of trotters by the quarter in 34 1/5. Round the turn they trot. No Approval Needed, getting a 2-hole trip on the outside. That's Tom Stem Rose. French Mocha trailing the field. Lemon Gingers. They pass the stand for the first time and trot on over to the halfway point. Creatine Doll, 2-year-old Roan Philippa. Creatine has the lead for Night Songer. Hung on the outside. Tom Stem Rose second. No approval needed. Right there third. French Mocha is fourth and trailing the field. Lemon Ginger, they're halfway home, moving into the turn. Creatine Doll, the leader, but 3 parts of a length. Tom Stem Rose second. No approval needed. Along the pylons third. French Mocha fourth. Trailing the field. Lemon Ginger halfway home in a very slow 107 2/5. Cross the back side they trot. Creatine Doll's the target. Tom Stem Rose on the outside. No approval needed. Getting the trip along the pylons third. Fourth is French Mocha. Along with Ginger trails the field. They're into the far turn. Still Creatine Doll. No approval needed. Will shake loose. Racing third is Tom Stem Rose. Fourth is French Mocha. Lemon Ginger trails the field as they race around the turn. They're off 3/4 in 1:40 flat around the turn with an 1/8 of a mile to trot. Creatine Doll coming to the outside. No approval needed. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. It's Creatine Doll. No approval needed. Keeps on coming. No approval needed. Creatine Doll battling back. Creatine Doll, but it's no approval needed. And Ryan Stahl to take the second division of the Philly Trot. 2:09 2/5. Final half in 1:02.
So 2:09 for your winner. No approval needed. Trained and reined by Ryan Stahl. Came over with 2 horses, has one in the 11th. So Ryan Stahl has been spending more time at the county fairs with much success.
Yeah, he definitely has. A lot of people picked the 1, but Tim picked the 2.
Tim Conkright?
Yeah, I think you were the only one that picked the 2.
We need to be invited to the garage bar.
Yes.
That'll be on our horse racing side trips.
This,
the garage bar.
Day trips.
Day trips, yeah.
Yep.
Wisconsin may be more than a day.
Yeah. As we were talking about Yankee Paco before, there's a big sign at the Mineral Point County Fairgrounds that says home of Yankee Paco. Not sure if he ever actually did train out of there. I'm pretty sure not, but
it's all right. Never let the facts get in the way of a good story.
That's right.
No approval needed. 3rd win in 6 starts. Been first or second in all 6 starts. Was second at Ottawa, Marion, and Bucyrus. Winner at Tiffin, Oak Harbor, and here tonight at Wapakoneta.
They certainly were trotting coming home. That last 8th, they were really going. We came home in 29 and 2.
Might have just taken the lead in the fairs points.
Could be.
Didn't you say he was second?
Returning back in front of the stand, your winner of the 9th race. Number 2, no approval needed. Geobait Philip Uncle Peter out of the Jarnbro mare. Sealed with approval. 3rd of the season for no approval needed. Owned in partnership by Ryan Stahl, Republic, Ohio. Stephen Reese of Republic. Matt Paul Lampert of Republic. Ryan Stahl trains and drives the winner. It's the 3rd of the season for no approval needed. Pacing the mile, trotting the mile, 2:09 2/5. This race sponsored by RJ's Coffee Cup. Results are official. Number 1, Creatine Doll, 2. The 2, no approval needed. The winner, the 3, French Mocha, 3. 4, Tom Stem Rose, 4. The 5, Lemon Ginger, 5. 2:09 2/5, 34 1/5, 107 2, and 140. Rechecking 2 on 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. 10th race up next. Scratch down to a field of 5. Number 1, PBR Knight. Make the driver Curtis Harper. The 1. Scratch the 2, Lucky Star. Scratch the 2, Lucky Star. Number 5, Pixie's Prize. Will be driven by Jason Beatty. Jason Beatty will drive number 5, Pixie's Prize. Curtis Harper, the 1. Scratch the 2, the 5, Pixie's Prize. The driver will be Jason Beatty. Bring him right on, PBR Knight.
We talked about taking a day trip to the garage bar, but
the garage bar will come to us.
We'll come to Delaware.
The garage on a flatbed?
Maybe. We'll have to get that information from Tim. We got special beer to drink.
Exactly.
So, pretty cool time at Delaware.
Yes. So, turn the page to race 10, scratch down to a field of 5. We'll talk about all 5 when we come back after these messages.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back. Wapakoneta, Ohio, home of the All Glaze County Fair, home of the White Bones. Shawnee word for Wapakoneta is the Shawnee word for the home of the White Bones. See what you learned hanging out with us. Tomorrow night we'll be back here, post time 6 o'clock. Tomorrow night at 6:30, the first night of the 2-day Greene County Fair in Xenia, Ohio. They come back Thursday again at 6:30. Remind everyone that the Ohio State Fair is Thursday, Friday, Saturday at El Dorado Scioto Downs. I believe they stopped racing at the fairgrounds in '85.
Was it? I was wondering about that. What year?
Saccharum, which was in the Ohio Harness Racing Hall of Fame, won at Columbus raced at Columbus at 2, but raced at Scioto Downs at 3.
Oh, okay.
So they moved it then. So it's been at Scioto Downs since the mid-'80s, and it's obviously a nice facility, but something about the State Fair, you get some eyes on you that you normally don't get to.
Absolutely.
So.
I have not been to the State Fair. There is no track there anymore.
Nope, I don't believe it. I believe it's all gone. In fact, I think the Voinovich Center was built on top of where the grandstand was.
Oh,
so
okay.
Don't quote me on that, but if I vaguely remember. Brad Conrad and Barry Conrad were the official photographers of the Ohio State Fair for a number of years.
Oh, my gosh.
So Brad would tell me about taking Bob Hope pictures and Dolly Parton pictures.
Oh, wow.
Not just horses.
Yeah.
Not just a one-horse show, Brad Conrad. He would take country music photos, too.
Well, that's neat.
So he said it was a long 2 weeks. If you remember, you remember back then, it was a fight between Ohio and Texas and Oklahoma. Who's going to have the best state fair and who had the most people? And I think Jim Rhodes would fudge our numbers a little bit because don't quote me on this, but it would be like the Ohio State Fair with like 8 million people in 2 weeks. And we're like, that's pretty sure that's not true, but. So there was always a controversy who had the best state fair, and Jim Rhodes did an awful lot for the state of Ohio harness racing, but he wanted to have the biggest state fair, and I think now it's actually only 2 weekends.
Oh.
So I think they cut it back after COVID. I think they cut it back some dates, but
it's and undergoing all sorts of renovations now. I mean, they said they got all of the underground stuff done before this fair opened up, and I mean like just got it done. Water lines, and electric, and all that. We had the fella come in from the state fair that he was picking up the check, the nomination check, because the OHHA takes in the state fair nomination. So,
but the state fair writes the check to Scioto, who probably pays it out.
Right. Yeah. Yep. That's how it goes. But he came in to physically pick up the check because we didn't really want to mail it, and he said, and the fair was going to be opening in the next 2 days, and he said it's just now got done where all the dirt was gone and everything, so they could have the fair, and then they're going to start building up above the ground.
I saw Channel 4 was there yesterday. It was their day at the fair, and they had half their staff there eating.
Oh,
and some of the things, chocolate cookie dough deviled eggs. So you would get the bottom, you would get the white part of the egg, but it was cookie dough for the. I was like, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Then they were doing Buckeye lemonade. So I don't know if it was chocolate and peanut butter with lemonade, but that just doesn't sound good.
Doesn't sound
it was a
good
weird
either, no.
color. It was a deep brown and purple color, and I'll pass. So this food
strange.
report brought to you by Doug Ballinger, who will also give us the post parade.
Nice. 2 a scratch, 3 heavenly fellas, Hank Levan. Drew Neal drives the 4, Miss Sunset Strip. 5 Pixies Prize, Jason Beatty. 6, here comes Jane. Tim Johnson in the sulky, scratch the 2, Lucky Star. Curtis Harper drives the 1. Jason Beatty would drive the 5. This race sponsored by Dark Horse Syndicate Racing, LLC. Win Place Show, Exacta Quinella. Trifecta on the 10th.
About the State Fair still, the Celeste Center is built where the track was,
Sorry,
said Donna.
Celeste, Voinovich, they're all the same, right?
And Mark Bevelheimer said they used to have the Buckeye yearling sale there.
I can't believe they used to have a yearling sale during Jug Week. And I just can't imagine trying to get horses on the grounds and off the grounds, selling them. You would have to inspect every trailer, I would assume, and talk about a mess. But race number 10, number 1 is PBR Night. Curtis Harper will now drive for Emily Hay, who co-owns with her son Colton Hay of nearby Salina, Ohio. 2 third-place finishes in 2 career starts. That one was the last time out in the ladies series with Leslie Joyce driving. Finished 3rd, timed in 2:15 over the sloppy track.
The 2 is a scratch. The 3, Heavenly Fellas, Hank Levan drives for Tim Ignarski and the Dark Horse Syndicate Racing, LLC. This is a 3-year-old by McWicked out of Western Hanover mare Armbro Bombay. Does not have any starts this year, has had a couple qualifiers, had 2 starts as a 2-year-old at Van Wert and Troy, but having some trouble making breaks. So hopefully at 3 it'll be better.
Number 4 is Miss Sunset Strip. Brett Boyd trains for Brandy Boyd and Stony Point Racing, both of Michigan. Drew Neal will make all the driving decisions. 2 checks at the Michigan County Fairs, but has yet to hit the board in 2 starts. Last time out was 4th, timed in 2:06 in 4.
Pixies Prize, Jason Beatty will drive for trainer, owner, and breeder Scott Ferguson. A 3-year-old filly by Better's Wish out of a Charlie Barley mare, Barley Hall. Says horse had no starts last year, 4 starts this year. Been paced some good miles at Scioto Down or Northfield, in 56-1, 55-1 at Hoosier Park.
Rounding out the field of 6 is the 6, starting from the 2nd tier. Here comes Jane. Tommy Vosick owns and trains this one. Timothy Johnson will drive, 25-year-old provisional driver. 0 for 5 on the season, was scratched last time out at Northfield Park, but before that was a 4th-place finish at Bucyrus in their maiden event, timed in 2:02 and 4.
I was like to talk about the one, this PBR Night. It's by Night Pro. The Night Pro still holds some track records around here, but the mare Royal Delta, she comes out once or twice a year and races in the ladies driving series, and of course she had a foal in between there too. But Emily said that this Royal Delta is just such a nice mare, and her son gets to drive, and they just jog her and bring her out and race her a couple times, and then she goes back out in the field.
Not a bad life.
Nope. So everybody's picking the 4. Joe Cooper, Tim Concrete all picked the 4. Joe picked the 3. Somebody asked if we were airing the State Fair races, and we will not be, but you can find them on RTN, Racetrack Network.
Twin Spires, I'm sure all of them will. FanDuel. Someday we'll have our own betting platform.
Yeah. Right after we get all the driver changes.
Yes.
So Dark Horse Racing Syndicate's got the 3 horse, and they are sponsors of this race.
Brett Boyd had one earlier, I think that was scratched, so long way to come for Michigan to race for $700.
Mm-hmm.
believe Brett is the Frank Frost of Michigan, correct?
Yes.
Brett is the executive director of the Michigan Harness Horsemen's Association. I think they should have a friendly wager.
About?
There's got to be something they could bet on. We can humiliate Frank if something would happen. Ohio State, Michigan's a little one-sided lately. Football.
Yeah. We probably can't even talk about that, can we?
What's that, Ohio State? Nah. Some local football team.
Yeah, local football team. Well, Jason picked the 4 to win and the 1 to play, so he's...
Wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall over there? There's Hank Levan, Jeff Nysonger, and Emmanuel Miller standing on the... It's odd that the three of them don't have a drive in any of this race, and all the three of them are standing here on the backstretch.
Somebody asked why the purse is so low, and this is an overnight. There's no stake payments made into it, and the fairs have to fund these all by themselves. So that's why it's a little bit low. Still gives these horses an opportunity to race, maybe a little bit easier than it would be if they took them right down to Scioto or Northfield.
Our last maiden was like a quarter of a length margin, so hopefully we'll get another humdinger of a finish here in the 10th.
Miss Sunset Strip beats to battle for the opening lead. Heavenly Fellas comes out in third. Here comes Jake racing fourth. Pixie's Prize on the outside fifth. Down the backside they go. Drew Neal's going to put Miss Sunset Strip on the outside. PBR Knight will get that 2-hole trip. Heavenly Fellas is third, racing fourth on the outside. Pixie's Prize, here comes Jake. Now trails the field. Pixie's Prize, Jason Beatty up on the outside. Was fourth, now third, now second. Pixie's Prize right to the front. Giving way, Miss Sunset Strip second. Shuffle to third, PBR Knight. Miss Sunset Strip around the turn. Then it is Heavenly Fellas and trailing the field. Here comes Jane by the opening quarter in 31 2/5. Past the stand of it first time. Come to the half. With the lead is Pixie's Prize, Jason Beatty. Right there, second is Miss Sunset Strip. Racing third, PBR Knight. Taking a peek to the outside, Heavenly Fellas and the Trader. Here comes Jane, front to back. They're separated by 6 to 7 lengths. They're halfway home in 1:02 to the pie baits they go. Pixie's Prize with the lead. Miss Sunset Strip, PBR Knight buried to the inside third. Heavenly Fellas moving up on the outside fourth. Here comes Jane racing fifth. Down the backside of the 3/4. Pixie's Prize, but 3 parts of a length. Miss Sunset Strip the outside second. PBR Knight racing third. Moving through fourth. Here comes Jane. Trailing the field off stride. Heavenly Fellas, they're into the far turn. They're off 3/4. 3/4 mark in 1:33. Midway round the turn and opening up with each and every stride. Pixie's Pride and Jason Beatty have a 3-length lead. Miss Sunset Strip is next. PBR Knight on the outside. Here comes Jane. Through the lane they pace it off stride. The leader makes a jump. Pixie's Prize moving through. Moving through on the inside. Miss Sunset Strip. Miss Sunset Strip. The mile 2:03.
That was an adventure, some last 16th of a mile.
Pixie's Prize looked like it had it in the bag and then made a break, caught right back, and then went off stride again. So I don't know if wasn't really close to anybody behind him, so I don't know if there'll be any placings.
Looks like he's pacing out pretty well now, but not a very opportune time when you can see there's no shadows, so we couldn't blame the shadows on the track there.
The lights are on. Did they turn I know when they turned the grandstand lights, but I didn't notice.
It was the photo finish lights.
Oh, that was the photo finish lights that was. They look like Miss Sunset Strip. Drew Neal, Brett Boyd.
Brett's in the winner's circle.
This horse by Megatron. Have you heard of Megatron? The stallion?
Megatron was the nickname of Calvin Johnson, who was a wide receiver for the for the Detroit Lions. So maybe the stallion was named after him at one time, but Megatron is a football player. I don't know him as a stallion.
He's also a Transformer from the Transformers cartoon.
Oh, Megatron? Huh.
Something I did not know.
That's why I'm here, Jay.
That's good.
I think that the same people that designed the Transformers must be people who designed the carnival rides that fold up. You know, that's,
Here's your winner of
that's
the
a very
10th
complicated
race.
thing.
Maiden Pace, second division,
That's a
sponsored
great
by
idea
Dark
for a
Horse
toy line.
Syndicate Racing LLC.
Oh, yeah, that would be.
Number 4, Miss Sunset Strip. Teal Bay Filly. Madrontro out of the Art Major Mare, Rodeo Drive. Brandy Boyd of Michigan, Stony Point Racing of Shelby, Michigan owned. Brett Boyd trains. Drew Neal in the sulky, pacing the mile 2:03. This race sponsored by Dark Horse Syndicate LLC. Results are official. Number 1 PBR Night 4, 2 with scratch, 3 Heavenly Fellows 5. 4 Miss Sunset Strip, the winner. 5 Pixies Prize 2, 6 Here Comes Jane 3. Winning time 2:03. 31 and 2, 102, 133. Rechecking 4 scratch 5, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom.
Winner's circle for a trainer.
The 11th race up next. It's
Colors
a
are
field of
clean.
5.
Yes.
You have win place show. Exacta Tri, Quinella Wagering.
We come to race
Iso Fines, give me.
number 11, which is
The penultimate.
the penultimate. Field of 5, no changes. I think we're going to have one, though. I doubt Sean Barker came all the way up for one drive. So we'll have to figure out who's going to drive to 3. Never know. Maybe he is here. We'll come back and talk about all 5 of these Philly Pacers. We'll hear from these sponsors.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as branded by Lindy, Jug winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
Make summer memories this year at the Ohio County Fairs. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be live streaming every race this year, and we want you to be there. Be a part of the excitement with the 2025 Ohio County Fair Racing Passport. Stop by the OHHA broadcast location in the grandstand to pick up your passport and stamp. Get stamps at every fair you attend. Prizes will be awarded to those that attend the most racing programs. Get your passport at the first fair you attend or call the OHHA office at 614-221-3650. Harness Racing, the fastest ride at the fair.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
We are back.
So we were questioning the breeding of that horse by Megatron, and the Bill Peters family said Brett Boyd owns Megatron. I believe that his son Braxton won his first race with Megatron at Charlotte, Michigan, with Bill Peters doing the announcing. And Dwayne says, I think you are right. So
what has
confirmation.
Braxton Boyd done lately, though?
Oh.
Maybe won the Meadowlands Pace.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So we went
It's
from
come a long way
yeah,
from
his first race at Charlotte, Michigan, and now
he's
I've seen a few interviews with him, and just such a excited.
I was
going to
say he's a very excitable young man.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's
The helmet cam might need the dump buttons a couple times.
yeah. I saw that a few bleeps here and there, right? So this is the last of our stake races tonight. Third of 3 divisions, 2-year filly pace, and then we're going to have the Moon City Trot. Unfortunately, we've got 2 horses scratched out of here in the Moon City Trot, but we do have some nice horses.
Moon City.
Now, if you're really good, you'll get us kicked off, you know.
Moon River.
Moon River,
City.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
We were talking before about earlier tonight about the cool little speed office they had, and I found a note that in 1969 there was a welcome home party for Neil Armstrong in the infield, and there was a bandstand there which had the cupola on top. And then sometimes after the celebration, they removed the cupola and moved it to the backstretch, and it became the Octagon Speed Office. So before I mistakenly said that it was on the top of the judges' stand, but it was on a bandstand.
No one called you out on it, so I think you
No.
were good.
And the slogan is "The moon shines brighter in Wapakoneta."
I would not argue with that.
No.
I've never been to the Armstrong Air and Space Museum. I
No?
probably should go see it sometime. Sounds like a good winter.
It does. One of those places to go. So which presiding judge had his first drive as a 16-year-old here in 1973?
Doug Thomas.
Nope.
Well, it's Johnny was probably not old enough in 73. Mr. Combs.
Yes.
Yes.
Paul Combs, our presiding judge tonight, had his first drive as a 16-year-old in 1973. He did not tell me where he finished.
He finished, though.
He finished.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
And the driver, Jason Beatty. Number 2, Me So Fine, Hank Levan. The 3, Noble Request, Sean Barker, the second drives. 4, City of Fear, Pierce Henry. And number 5, Girl Anna Cash.
Wrong graphics up.
Ryan Stahl in Hersaki. Horse to take 1, score, and go to the gate.
11.
The horses'
Win
names
place
are
shot.
wrong.
Yeah.
The
It's at
race
the
is
track.
right.
Quinella wagering.
I would just take it down.
3 minutes to post. 3 minutes. Don't be shut out.
Number 1 is Skimming the Sand. Ryan Miller trains and co-owns with Hutchinson Harness of North Ridgeville, Ohio, and Mr. Gilbert. Jason Beatty will drive this down by the Seaside filly. It was a $30,000 purchase at the Ohio Select Sale. Made $1,600 in his only start. That was a 4th place finish in the Buckeye Stallion Series July 14th at Northfield Park.
Me So Fine and Hank Levan from the 2-hole. Hank trains for Winchester Bay Acres, who is also the kind of the breeder. Big Bad DT Racing is kind of a subsidiary of Winchester Bay, I believe. This is a Me So Fast out of a Western Terror mare, safe from terror. 8 starts on the year, 4 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. Can't get much better than that. Fastest win was 2-1 and 2 at Ottawa, sitting second in the Ohio Fair Championship points.
Number 3 is Noble Request. Brian Roebuck owns and trains the Ponderosa filly. Has been first or second in the last 4 starts. Second places at Sydney, Washington, Coursehouse, Wilmington. The win at Hilliard in 2:01 and 2.
City of Fear with Pierce Henry up for trainer Chad Williamson. Claude Estel is the owner. This is a Fear the Dragon filly out of a Better's Delight mare. City Delight. 6 starts on the year, 3 wins, a second and a third. Over $17,000, close to $18,000 in earnings. A mark of 157 and 1 taken at Northfield Park.
Rounding out the field of 5 is the 5, Girl in a Cash. Ryan Stahl reigns and trains this one for Watson Harness, Stuckey, Hart, and Brown, all of Seneca County and Carmel, Maine, has won third place finish in 4 starts. That third was 2 back at Bucyrus, timed in 2:01 and 1.
I'm thinking that this is going to be a fast division.
We'll see how dedicated the tells are. Let's see, 5 hours in front of us.
Right.
So it's almost 1:30 in the morning. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning there.
Okay. So
we'll see if they're watching.
Winchester Bay team still up?
All right. They're diehards.
So some more information about Braxton Boyd from Bill and Trudy Peters. Braxton drove his first race at Mount Pelier during his senior year in high school. He's a member of the Hillsdale High School golf team, and many of his teammates went to watch him drive. I believe that he finished second and was driving Megatrons.
An encyclopedia.
Absolutely. Bill Peters is just incredible, the stuff he remembers.
Because that's where all the winners go.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an equipment issue with... Okay.
Oh. Yeah, there's some up here in the front.
Whoa. Number 1, Skimming the Sand, has not raced slower than 1:58 and 2, and that was a qualifying effort. Wow. Came back and won a qualifying effort the second time out, June 30th, at 1:57 and 3. Finished 4th in his Buckeye Stallion Series, timed in 57 and 4. Just 2 lengths off the winner.
I like the mare's name, Stuck Like Glue. Nice night at the fair. I mean, just a
fair
nice,
time is fun time.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
heard that somewhere.
I've seen it on T-shirts everywhere.
You know, it's the Moon City Trot next race. We might be in the moon. We might be in the moonlight by then.
Might.
Field of 5 behind the starting gate. Number 4, City of Fear is your betting favorite. 6-5.
Susie Tell says it's 2:52 a.m. in Paris, watching with very sleepy eyes.
See?
That's dedication.
I was trying to do my math there, 5 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
Important question is, what are they going to do in the morning? Sleep in.
Yeah.
Field of 5 behind the starting gate. We'll set it over to Doug Ballinger with a call. Third and final, 2-year-old filly pace division.
Billy Pacers are running behind the gate. Gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and pacing, skimming the sand, going right to the front. Meets so fast, takes a tuck, racing second into the turn. City of Fear, third on the outside. Noble Request comes out in fourth. Girl Anna Cash trails the field fifth. Down the backside, going to the opening quarter. Jason Beatty and Skimming the Sand show the way. Me So Fast, Hank Levan second. City of Fear, Pierce Henry third. Noble Request races fourth with Sean Barker the second. And Girl Anna Cash and Ryan Stahl trail the field, but only 8 from the front. They're by the opening quarter. Skimming the Sand has the lead. Me So Fine right there second. City of Fear third. Noble Request fourth, and trailing the field, Girl Anna Cash off an opening quarter and an even 30 seconds. On to the 3/8 they go and showing away. Skimming the Sand has the lead by 2. Me So Fine getting that 2-hole trip right there third. City of Fear, Noble Request, and trailing the field, Girl Anna Cash. Straight alignment, no movement as yet to go after the leader, Skimming Sand. Me So Fine right there, racing third. City of Fear coming to the outside. Noble Request races fourth. Girl Anna Cash skims the cones fifth. Front half in a minute to the 5/8 they go. Out and on the move, City of Fear. The leader down the backside, Skimming the Sand. Me So Fine the inside. City of Fear up on the outside, racing third. The outer flow begins to develop. Noble Request fourth. Girl Anna Cash still fifth. They're into the part turn, skimming the sand, the leader. Up the inside. Me So Fine will need some racing room. City of Fear on the outside. Noble Request fourth. Girl Anna Cash. 3/4. 1:30 and a fifth. They circle the part turn with an eighth of a mile to pace. Leading away, skimming the sand. Nowhere to go for Me So Fine. Third on the outside. City of Fear. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. It's skimming the sand, looking for some room. Me So Fine through the lane, coming to the line, skimming the sand. City of Fear, Me So Fine third, Girl Anna Cash, and Noble Request. 1:59 and 4.
1:59 and 4 for your winner. Skimming the sand, skimming the dirt here too, gliding over it. Gate to wire in 1:59 and 4.
Me So Fine just had no place to go. Looked like he had a ton of horse, but no place to go.
Normally at the fairs, they'll drift off the rail, but not today. The tails can go to bed.
Yep.
She raced well. Bad luck.
Tim says, late check-in from Nevada. Any records today? And no, we have not had any track records today. Excuse me.
Ryan Miller, your winning trainer. Jason Beatty picks up his third win. He almost picked up his third in the maiden race last time, but Ryan Miller will pick up his first training win. Jason Beatty now takes the lead with 3 wins. Hank Levan has a pair, and Jeff Neisonger has a pair. Unofficial 1-4-2.
Barner, 12th race. Team L, my guy wraps it up. Hit like crazy. Feisty Jim, Broom and Vanian, gotta have rhythm. Scratch number 3, Zil Azu. Scratch the 3, Zylazu. Zylazu, the 3 is scratched in the 12th. Jeff Neisonger will drive the 2. My guy wraps it up. Neisonger drives the 2. Louis Levan, the 1, Team L. Louis Levan, the 1. Jeff Neisonger, the 2. Scratch the 3, Zylazu.
Did you get all the changes for that? I wasn't paying attention.
Well, there was no
6th race, Vroom and Bonnie make the driver Jason Beatty. Jason Beatty to drive the 6. Vroom and Bonnie.
Oh.
Here's your winner. Number 1, Skimming the Sand. Pure Bay Phillip down by the seaside out of the Dragon Kid mare. Stuck like sludge. Ryan Miller trains. Jason Beatty gets his 4th winning drive of the evening. Miller Horse Racing Stable. Hutcherson Harness. C. Gilbert own. This race sponsored by the Gardens. Here's the way they finished. Number 1, Skimming the Sand, the winner. 2, Me So Fine, 3. 3, Noble Request, 5. The 4, City of Fear, 2. And number 5, Girl Anna Cash, 4. 1:59 and 1. The quarter, 30 seconds to half a minute. 1 3/4, 1:30 and 1/5. 1-3-5, 2-4 on the bottom. 12th and final coming up shortly. Windows are open. Win Place Show, Exacta Try, Quinella on the 12th.
The last race, race 12, scratched down to a field of 5. We'll talk about all 5 after this last commercial break.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins. This September, the thrill returns to Delaware, Ohio. It's the Little Brown Jug. World-class harness racing, heart-pounding action, and unforgettable fun. Join the tradition. Feel the roar. Be a part of history. We have several hospitality and ticket options, including the new Jug Social Club. Please visit littlebrownjug.com or call 1-800-DEL-FAIR. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are crowned.
So welcome back to the final race here at the Auglaize County Fair, Wapakoneta, Ohio. It's just it has turned into a beautiful night. Sun has gone down. Track lights are on, but I think we probably wouldn't even need them for this last race as long as we get it off pretty quickly. Moon City Trot. It's a signature series race sponsored by the Auglaize County Fair. The fair has been giving out little goodie bags in the winner's circle, and we wondered what they were. So Brad Conrad's down there taking photos. So Jay texted him, and he told us that they're carrots and apples and mints and stuff for the horses. So that's a nice gesture on the Auglaize County Fair's part. We have lost some of our crowd, but there's still quite a few people hanging around. Like I said, it's just a beautiful night here, and as you can tell from this site, you can see so well all the way around the track. There's just really just one little spot on the backside where there's a big something that we can't see, but other than that, we can see perfectly all the way around.
Now I know why the people around us weren't betting that much, because it's a long way down the steps and up
It
the
is.
steps.
I was surprised you went all the way down to take some garbage and come all the way back up.
We got to leave the place better than we found it, right?
Yes. Yep. So we're waiting for them to gather up for the post parade. This is a wicked stairs to come up on because it is so steep.
At least they have handrails.
Yes.
And the chairs have backs.
Yes. Yep. It's a nice grandstand.
I think the steepest is Marietta. Is that the one?
Do you? See,
by
I
the
think
river?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
That
think
one's pretty
Canfield
steep.
is.
Oh.
Canfield is super steep.
I try to avoid that one.
Yeah.
That's a fur piece for you too, right?
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I'm going there this year. I usually do go up. I like to go up to Canfield.
They have a great fair period.
Oh my gosh, it's huge.
I think it's something to crow about, or
yeah, that's it.
Something
to crow about.
Yeah.
It's but there's so many people there. I mean, if you don't remember where you parked your car, you got to wait until midnight to find it. There's the guy in the red shirt walking on that in the last turn again.
He works for the fair. I know that.
Oh, really? Okay.
I saw him in a cart earlier.
Ah. Here comes your post parade.
12th race, Moon City Trot Signature Series, sponsored by the Auglaize County Fair for $3,000. Number 1 is Team L, Louis Levan driving. Number 2, Mike Guy wraps it up with Jeff Neisanger. 3, Zylazu is scratch. 4, Hit Like Crazy, Hank Levan. 5, Feisty Jim, Drew Neal. 6, Vrooman Vani, make the driver Jason Beatty. Jason Beatty drives the 6, Vrooman Vani. And number 7, Gotta Have Rhythm, Emmanuel Miller in the sulky. Scratcher 3, Zylazu. Win Place Show. Quinella. Exacta. Trifecta. Go to the gate in about 3 minutes.
Earlier.
Wager now. Don't be shut out. 3 minutes to post.
Okay.
What's the old adage? Don't shoot the messenger. We were told that number 4 was scratched,
Yeah.
but number 4 is on the track and will race. Number 1 is Team L with Louis Levan. Hank Levan trains for Levan Stables. Rosemary Levan. This one has 6 wins and 26 starts. Raced in a condition event at Scioto Downs last time out. Trotted in 1:55.4, but was 9th. Before that was 3rd at Bucyrus and a win at Wellston.
My Guy wraps it up. Jeff Neisanger draws for Theodore Gowron. Helen Gowron, the owner and breeder. This is a 6-year-old gelding by My MVP. 103 lifetime starts, 12 wins, $110,000 in earnings, a mark of 155-1 as a 4-year-old at Dayton, but just trotted in 55-1 at Scioto Downs last start out.
Number 3 has been withdrawn. Number 4 was withdrawn but will race and hit like crazy. Hank, I'm having a hard time reading because I put a big X's through it.
Yep.
Also. Hit like crazy. Hank Levan trains and drives this one for Brett Hirschberger of Sugar Creek, Ohio. Has been on the board 9 of 26 starts this season, was 6th last time out in the condition event, timed in 1:55-2 with Hank in the bike.
And the oldest horse in the race, Feisty Jim, drew Neil up for Joseph Wilson. Joseph also owns this horse. He's an 11-year-old Triumphant Caviar out of a Feisty GG mare. 87 lifetime starts, 7 wins, 87 lifetime starts, 15 wins, 7 seconds, and 5 thirds. Has earned $54,000. Has a record as a 4-year-old, a 154 at Scioto.
Number 6 is the track record holder here, Vroom and Vani. Jason Beatty will drive for Carl Easterday, who trains for Chris Easterday, both of Bucyrus, Ohio. Set the track record here at Wapakoneta, but has not won in 2025. Does have a 3rd place finish. That was way back on June 12th at Scioto Downs. Timed in 1:54-2 last time out.
Gotta have rhythm from the 2nd tier with Emmanuel Miller up. Rory Moore trains, owns, and bred this horse. It's a 5-year-old gelding by Jitterbug. 59 lifetime starts, 4 wins, $80,000 in earnings. A record this year as a 5-year-old, 2 minutes flat at Miami Valley.
4 will be on the gate. 2 will be a little late in the 2nd tier. Scratch down to a field of 6.
That's why I write in pencil.
I'm not taking the blame over this error. It was
no,
announced
we were
earlier.
told. Yeah, we were
Yes,
told that one was. Vroom and Vrani set the track record last year in 2024 in 1:59 flat. David Ward was driving. Carl Easterday Jr., the trainer.
I saw that we announced earlier that Jeff Neisonger's around 50 away from a milestone, and I saw that Ronnie Gillespie's within 3 of 1,000, so we got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
He races more now at the county fairs. I'm sure he'll have some state fair starters.
Fair, yeah.
The Moon City Trot, in honor of local hero Neil Armstrong. A field of 6 behind the gate for the Signature Series.
And here they come. They rough and trotting, hit like crazy on the outside. My guy wraps it up the inside. Team L racing 3rd as they move into the turn. Racing 4th, Feisty Jim. 5th to the inside, Vroom and Bonnie, and trailing the field. Got to have rhythm down the backside, going to the opening quarter. And off strides the leader. My guy wraps it up, is on the gallop off stride. Moving through on the outside. Hit like crazy has grabbed the lead. Moving on the outside, Team L. And Team L is racing 1-2 as they race by the quarter into the turn. Got to have rhythm in the inside. Going by the quarter, Vroom and Vani is next. Moving through. Team L around the turn. Racing next is Feisty Jim, and off stride, my guy wraps it up. Trotting by the opening quarter in 30 4/5. Passing the stands first time. Field of trotters still in straight alignment. Hit like crazy. With the lead, has it by a length. Got to have rhythm as second, getting the 2-hole trip, and Vroom and Bonnie will move to the outside for Jason Beatty. Feisty Jim races 4th, Team L 5th. Trailing the field, my guy wraps it up off a half. In 1 minute and a 5/5 as they head up the backside for the final time. Hit like crazy. Hank Levan will guide him on over to the 3/4 mark. And the leader is off stride. Hit like crazy is off stride and on the gallop. Down the backside of the 3/4 it go. Moving through on the inside. That's got to have rhythm. Racing on the outside. Moving into the turn. Vroom and Bonnie. After that miscue. Hit like crazy is 3rd. Racing 4th. Feisty Jim around the turn. Team L. Trailing the field, my guy wraps it up at the 3/4 mark. 3/4, 1:31-2. They come to the top of the stretch in the Moon City Trot. Mike with the lead through the lane. It is Vroom and Bonnie on the outside. Hit like crazy. Vroom and Bonnie battling on the inside. Has got to have rhythm coming to the line. Vroom and Bonnie. Jason Beatty gets his 5th of the night here at the Auglaize County Fair. The mile 2:01.
Back-to-back wins here at Wapakoneta for Vroom and Vani. A little bit of everything in that race.
It was.
Susan?
Kind of unusual for these horses, these older horses.
Make the lead, go off stride. Make the lead, go off stride. Make the lead, go off stride.
Yeah, that was too bad.
2:01. I think last year was 59. For Vroom and Vani, 59 last year, 2:01 this year. 2 seconds slower, but guess what? The purse check's the same.
Mm-hmm.
And the excitement with the caretakers is the same.
The long run over here. She did not take the cart. She ran.
Did she?
Unofficially,
Okay.
6,
I see 2
7,
carts. I just assumed
4. First to 6, Vroom and Bonnie. Second to 7, Gonna Have Rhythm. Third to 4, Hit Like Crazy. 6, 7, 4 is unofficial.
Hit Like Crazy didn't race bad for not supposed to race, right?
Right.
Back in front of the stands, you're one of the 12th race, the Moon City Trot. The signature series sponsored by the Auglaize County Fair for $3,000. Number 6, Vroom and Bonnie. 6-year-old bay mare, but full count out of the Inquirer mare. Cindy Coy. Carl Easterday Jr. owns and trains at Bucyrus, Ohio. Jason Beatty in the sulky. Jason gets his 5th winning drive of the evening here at the Auglaize County Fair.
I think it's 4th. We had 12 races, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got 4.
So we get the rundown here in just a second. I don't know if they're thinking about it with all those breakers.
I was going to say, with all the breakers. Good night of racing here otherwise.
Yeah.
Good, safe night of racing, which is always something we look forward to seeing. Remind everyone, coverage.
Results are official. Number 1, T-Mel 5. 2, My Guy wraps it up. 6. 3, Silas, who was scratched. 4, Hit Like Crazy. 3, 5, Feisty Jim. 4, 6, Vroom and Bonnie, the winner. 7, Gotta Have Rhythm. 2. The mile 2:01. Fractions of 30 and 4/5. A minute and a fifth. 1:31 and 2. 5, 6 scratch. 3, 4, 1, 2 on the bottom.
So that will wrap it up for us here at the Auglaize County Fair.
Just remind everyone, we'll be back tomorrow night, second night of coverage, post time at 6 o'clock. There will also be coverage from Greene County in Xenia, Ohio. Susan, you get the night off tomorrow?
I do.
The rest of the week off then?
I do. I'm going to get the rest of the week off. Yep.
You don't get to say that too many
no,
times.
not in the summer.
July and August. Congratulations on that. Chris, where are you at next? You're at Xenia.
I will be there tomorrow.
So I'm here tomorrow with Mr.
Thursday.
Clark. I believe Mike Langer.
I think Michael Langer,
So-
yep. Yep.
So we invite everyone to tune in again tomorrow. You don't need to watch Xenia. We'll have better action up there. So for Susan Schroeder, Jay Wolf, Chris Santa Catarina, well, you want to say good night.
Have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everybody.